your relays ready to go? The swim off? Do you have the swim off relay ready to go? I've done it 3 times.
Vancouver District, we need your timers in lane 8. Vancouver District timers in lane 8. From where I'm standing, I'm seeing a missing timer in lane 6. From where I'm standing, I'm seeing missing timers in lane 2. Any other missing timers, put your hands up beside them so I can see whether it's showing us.
We are looking for 2 timers from the Kamloops. If somebody signed up for those shifts, we don't have their names. If you'd like to come down and spare for them, we'd love to have you until they get here. See you from Vancouver District. Let's get this baby rolling.
Calling any volunteers to come down in time, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's have our timers in place. Let's give those timers a great hand for stepping up here and volunteering. Thank you very, very much. And now we're going to get started with the girls' big 4 butterfly swim off. In lane 4, we have Katrina Lowe from the Mantis. And in lane 5, we have Victoria Bennington from Penticton. Over to you, Madam Referee.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day number 2 of the 2019 BCSSA Provincials here from Kamloops. What you see happening in the pool right now is a swim-off for the girls' Division 4 50-meter butterfly just finished. That was for the first alternate position for the B final. But one of those young ladies is going to make it to finals there that was Katrina Lowe and Victoria Pennington. We're going to be underway here right away. We've got swimmers behind the blocks, and we're going to start with the girls' Division 1 50-meter butterfly. This is going to be the B final. Swimmers have been whistled up to the blocks and ready for the whistle over to the starter as soon as it's all quiet in the pool. And the swimmers have been asked to step down because it just wasn't quiet enough for the referee. So the announcer in the pool area is going to make the announcement to everybody that's spectating in the grandstands. Full house again here at the Tournament Capital Center in Kamloops at Thompson Rivers University. Thrilled to be back at this location. It's a great site to run our provincials. There it is, back up to the blocks, and I'll get the swimmers' names here in just a moment as soon as they hit the water. Day 2 of speed swimming is underway. This is the B final for the girls Division 1 50-meter butterfly. In lane number 1 is Lauren Beattie from Squamish. Lane number 2, Isabel Bastian from Crescent Beach. Lane 3, Aaliyah Mori from North Delta. Lane number 4 is Alina Zeifley from Creston. Lane 5, Tessa Hong from the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 6 is Ayla Hartland of Castlegar. Lane 7, Romley Amat from the North Shore Winter Club. And lane number 8 is Lila Barbary from Nanaimo. 25 meters is completed of this B final already. The leader in lane number 4, that is Alina Zeifley from Creston. We'll see if she can hold on to that lead and hold off all comers. Very tightly bunched for second place. Currently being held by lane number 5. That's the second highest seed in this heat. That's Tessa Hong from the Coquitlam Sharks. Right beside her in lane number 6 is Ayla Hartland from Castlegar. She is trying to pull ahead. It looks like the lead is still being held by Alina Zeifley. She will bring that in home here. We'll see what her time is as she touches the pad. Time of 49.81. That is Alina Zeifley in first place, taking off 2 seconds from what she did this morning. Second place going to lane number 6, Ayla Hartland from Castlegar, a time of 51.75. Third place in lane number 5 is Tessa Hong from the Coquitlam Sharks. Congratulations to those ladies. The first swim of finals this afternoon on this Saturday, day number 2. We'll be doing 50-meter butterfly for the junior swimmers, 100-meter butterfly for senior swimmers, 50 and 100 backstroke for the junior and senior swimmers, and we will have freestyle relays this afternoon. Our first race for medals is in the water. This is the girls Division 1 medal round for 50-meter butterfly. Lane number 1, Alyssa Davies of the Super Sharks. Lane 2, Yuri Che of Cloverdale. Lane 3, Vivian Yin Lin from the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 4, Zoe Patterson of the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 5, Remy Stevens of the Ogapogos. Lane number 6 is Addison Tate, Sydney Piranhas. Lane 7, Lindsay Johnson of Mission. And lane number 8 is Zoe Petty from the Aquarians. The leaders have hit the bulkhead. They're into the final 25 meters. The lead is going to the top seed right now. That is Zoe Patterson from the Sydney Piranhas. She's holding a charge from lanes number 3 and 5. In lane 3, we have Vivian Lin. Lane 5 is Remy Stevens. Is it going to be those three for the gold, silver, and bronze? It looks like it's going to be. The real race is for second and third place here. Coming in for the gold medal in lane number 4, that is Zoe Patterson. Gold medal going back to Vancouver Island, a time of 43:47. Zoe Patterson taking just about half second off what she did this morning. Silver medal going to lane number 5. That's Remy Stevens of the Ogapogos. And bronze medal in lane number 3, Vivian Lin from the Coquitlam Sharks. Just like that, we've completed the girls and we're on to the boys. This is the boys Division 1 50-meter butterfly for the B final constellation final. First whistle's been up. The boys are on the blocks waiting for the second whistle over to the starter, and there it is. And they are off and on their way. In lane 1, Colton O'Neill from Revelstoke. Lane 2, Cristiano Carvalho from the Kigus. Lane 3 is Nathan Lee of the Vikings. Lane 4, Jonah Leong of the Vikings. Lane 5, Eden Segal of Nanaimo. Lane number 6 is Jack Dodds of Penticton. Lane 7, Jackson Ritchie of the Ogapogos. And lane number 8, Shay Lawless from Mission. They've completed about 20 meters. The leader's about to hit the bulkhead to make their turn. Butterfly is a two-handed touch at the bulkhead. Turn back onto your breast. Underwater pull. Dolphin kicks all the way. And butterfly's coming back. Less than 25 meters left to go now. About 15 meters or so. The leader is lane number 4. Jonah Leong from the Vancouver Vikings. His teammate in lane number 3 trying to catch up to him. That's Nathan Lee from the Vancouver Vikings as well. The real race is for second and third place here. We've got about 6 swimmers bunched up for the second place position here. And coming on really hard over in lane number 1, that's Colton O'Neill from Revelstoke. I think the lead is going to go. Is the touch going to go to Jonah Leong from the Vikings in lane number 4? Soft touch, tough to tell. I think lane number 4, Jonah Leong touched first. Can't tell by the scoreboard right now because of the soft touch. We'll wait to see if that's adjusted. Showing is, I'm going to go with the second place is actually lane number 3, Nathan Lee. There we go. First place, lane number 4, that is Jonah Leong. Second place, lane number 3 is Nathan Lee. And third place in lane number 6, that was Jack Dodds from Penticton, which means it's time to move on to the first medal round of boys for today. This is the boys Division 1 50-meter butterfly. They are whistled up onto the blocks. And there is the whistle over to the starter. Waiting for the start, all quiet in the pool. And off they go in lane number 1. That's Chase Phillips of the Marlins. Lane 2, Noah Zhang of the Oak Bay Orcas. Lane 3 is Kevin Osuna Rodriguez from the Dawson Creek Seals. Lane 4, Tiger Mang of White Rock. Lane 5 is Eli Rice of Hope. Lane 6 is Selwyn Wilkie of Revelstoke. Lane 7, Kobe Burgess of Boundary Bay. And lane number 8 is Caleb Monroe from North Delta. They have completed 25 meters. They have less than 25 meters to go. A lead at the bulkhead in lane number 5. That is Eli Rice from the Hope River Monsters. But coming on in a charge, that's lane 3. That is Kevin Osuna Rodriguez. We'll see if he can pull ahead. It is neck and neck and neck right now between lanes 4, 3, and 5. 4 in first place, 5 in second place. What is the touch going to be at the wall? The gold medal going to lane number 4. That is Tiger Mang. I think that is his second or third gold medal of the weekend. Tiger Mang with the gold medal. Silver medal going to lane number 5, Eli Rice. And the bronze medal is lane number 3. That is Kevin Osuna Rodriguez from the Dawson Creek Seals. Congratulations to those 3 young gentlemen. They are podium bound. Their parents are running off the stands and out to get a picture of them on the podium with the medals placed around their necks. We've moved on now. We're going to have the girls Division 2 50-meter butterfly. They'll be whistled up onto the block here. Good clean start there for the ladies of Division 2. 50-meter butterfly. Lane 1, Madison Lindblom of Quesnel. Lane 2 is Haley Nonheimer from Cloverdale. Lane 3, Alexandra McKnight of Super Sharks. Lane 4, Catherine Kennedy of the Cougars. Lane number 5, Matea Wilms of Revelstoke. Lane 6, Elise Sooks of the Vikings. Lane 7, Pavan Rye of White Rock. And lane number 8 is Cecilia Hobgood of Revelstoke. By the time I get the names out, even these Div 2 swimmers, they're already on the home stretch here in the 50-meter butterfly. The leads right now is very close between lanes 5 and 7. 5 is Wilms and 7 is Rye. Wilms holding on to the lead right now. In lane number 4, that's Catherine Kennedy holding off the charge from Rye in lane number 7. What will the touch be? First place, it is lane number 7. They are tied for first place. First place tie in this consolation round between lane number 7, Pavan Rye from White Rock, and lane number 4, that is Catherine Kennedy. Second place, or technically third place, in lane number 5 was Matea Wilms. Nice to see a tie time of 39.71 for both those ladies. Both of them took time off. Pavan Rye knocked 4 seconds off of what she did in preliminaries this morning. Congratulations to them as we move on to the medal round now for the girls of Division 2 50-meter butterfly. In lane 1 is Aaliyah Hickey from Abbotsford. Lane 2, Josie Klassen of the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 3, Kayla Ribamontan from the Marlins. Lane 4, Kate Postlethwaite of the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 5, Julia Longmuir of Haney. Lane 6 is Taylor McPherson of Nanaimo. Lane 7 is Rain Jorgensen from the Langley Flippers. And lane number 8 is Juliana Sabelski from the Ogopogos. A good bunch of them touching the wall at the same time, tightly seated here for the leaders. 1, 2, and 3 looks like it's lanes 4, 3, and 5, but really close to tell. It's a battle right now between Ribamontan and Postlethwaite, and coming on hard in line number 5 is Julia Longmuir. Will Postlethwaite be able to hold them off, or is Ribamontan going to put a late charge in here? Postlethwaite coming up to the touch. Will it be her? It will indeed. Kate Postlethwaite in lane number 4 from the Sydney Piranhas with the gold medal time of 37.09. She gets the gold. Silver medal in lane number 5 is Julia Longmuir, and the bronze medal in lane number 3, Kayla Ribamontan from the Marlins. We're going to bring up the boys of Division 2. We're moving through these races nice and quickly here at this time. This will be the consolation final for the boys Division 2 50-meter butterfly. There's the second whistle. It's over to the starter. And the swimmers are off and on their way. In lane number 1, Malcolm LeBonville from the Dolphins. Lane 2 is Hunter Kay of the Ogopogos. Lane 3, Owen Hunter Siebert of the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 4, Keaton McGregor of White Rock. Lane 5, Cole Lacour from the Aquarians. Kale Lacour of the Aquarians. Lane number 5 is Keegan Gilty from the Sharks. Lane number 7 is Mark Hu from the White Rock. And lane number 8, Aiden Olden of the Coquitlam Sharks. Right now the lead off the bulkhead as they make their turn in lane number 3. That is Owen Hunter Siebert from the Sydney Piranhas. His teammate just won a gold medal in the girls Division 2A final, seeing if he can bring home this consolation final. He is holding off a charge from lanes number 5, 4, and 5. That is Keaton McGregor in lane number 4 and Kale Lacour in lane number 5. The touch is going to go to lane number 5 with the late charge. Kale Lacour from the Aquarians in first place. Second place is Owen Hunter Siebert of the Sydney Piranhas in lane number 3. And third place in lane number 4, Keaton McGregor from White Rock, otherwise known as Rasa. We are getting ourselves ready to go on to the medal round now for the boys Division 2 50-meter butterfly. Swimmers have been whistled up onto the blocks already. We are moving fast and furious here this afternoon. We've only been swimming for about 8 minutes, and we've already got 7 races under our belts. And we're off to another one. In lane number 1, Zachary Foster of Haney. Lane number 2, Ethan Hopkins of North Van Cruisers. Lane 3, Ryan Burnett of the North Van Cruisers. Lane 4, Neil Zhu of White Rock. Lane 5 is Daniel Lim of the Vikings. Lane 6, Colin Nishi of the Kigus. Lane 7, Joe Wood of the Aquarians. And lane number 8, Ryan Gill from Mission. There we go, the leaders off the bulkhead. 25 meters left to go of this 50-meter butterfly race. A very strong lead right now in lane number 4. Great turn and push off the bulkhead for Neil Zhu from White Rock. Is he going to be able to hold off a challenging, really good last 25 meters being swam by the lane number 5. Lane 5 is Daniel Lim from the Vancouver Vikings. He wants to make sure he holds on to the silver medal at least. And coming on hard in lane number 6, Colin Nishi of the Kigus. Will he find the podium? He does indeed. Gold medal going to lane number 4 is Neil Zhu from White Rock. Silver medal in lane number 5. That is Daniel Lim, and the bronze medal in lane number 6, we have Colin Nishi of the Richmond Kigus. Congratulations to those 3 young gentlemen. They have found the podium for themselves in a great swim there towards the last 10 meters or so, as Colin Nishi in lane number 6 came from the 4th place position to overtake the 3rd place position, and that finds himself up onto the podium. We now have the boys of OCAT 1. Am I right here? We are. Wow. Where are we here? Yep, boys OCAT 1. We're just trying to figure something out here. There we go. There was a mystery race just thrown into the heat sheets here, and we see we have the girls Division 3 50-meter butterfly. This is the girls Division 3 50-meter butterfly consolation final in lane number 1. Audrey Penner of Chilliwack. Lane number 2 is Natalia Phillips of Crescent Beach. Lane 3, Lauren Chen of the Vikings. Lane 4, Sophie Perlato of the Ladner Stingrays. Lane 5, Callie Blasco of Courtney. Lane 6, Anne Brazo from Castlegar. Lane 7 is Kayla Liu of the Mantas. Lane number 8, Lucy Hugh, Couch and Valley. By the time I figured it out, they've only got 10 meters left in this race. Coming on hard is Sophie Perlato from the Ladner Stingrays. Nobody's going to take away the victory in this consolation round for her. Let's see what her time will be. It is 35:15. She took a second and a half off of what she did this morning in qualifications. Second place in lane number 5, Callie Blasco of Courtney. Third place, that is lane number 7, Kayla Liu of the Mantas. All right, it's time for the medal round now for the girls Division 3 50-meter butterfly. We'll get the swimmers' names for you as they hit the water. And there they go in lane 1, Georgia Strinham of the Okapogos. Lane 2, Paige Seeley, North Shore Winter Club. Lane 3, Sophie Postlethwaite, Sydney Piranhas. Lane 4, Fern Buckley of the Kigus. Lane 5, Violet Freemark of Hope. Lane 6, Jessie Waugh of the Mantas. Lane 7, Zinea Chen from the Mantas. Lane number 8, Carissa Kirkwood, also from the North Van Cruisers. 25 meters is complete. We'll see what the leaders come and do in lane number 4. That is the top seed, Fern Buckley from the Richmond Kigus. She has her sights on a gold medal, and she's holding off all chargers. Nobody's going to take that medal away from her. The real race is for second and third place, even to get on the podium. Looks like the silver medal is going to go to lane number 5. It is indeed lane silver medal to Violet Freemark in lane number 5, the Hope River Monsters, and the bronze medal in lane number 7, a late charge from Zinea Chen of the Mantas. She took about over a second and a half off what she did this morning. Congratulations to those young ladies, Buckley, Freemark, and Chen. They are podium bound. Which means it's time to move on to the boys Division 3 50-meter butterfly. This will be the consolation final to begin this next next event, number 206 if you follow along with numbers. Swimmers have been brought up to the blocks. In lane number 1, Yusuf Mahdi from the Surrey Sea Lions. Lane number 2, Aiden Lebao from the Kigus. Lane 3, Michael Jakowski from New Orleans. Lane 4, Cole Timko of the Vikings. Lane 5, Callum Zeifley from Creston. Lane 3, Adam Graham from the Kudas. Lane 7 is Wyatt Benson of the Sydney Piranhas. And lane number 8, Isaac Janes from Mission. They've made their turn. Two-handed touch at the bulkhead. Strong underwater push there. The lead belonging to lane number 7 right now. That's Wyatt Benson from the Sydney Piranhas. The outside seed there in the slower seed, but man, does he want to get that race. But he's being overtaken now by Cole Timko from the Vancouver Vikings, or is it going to be Callum Zeifley in lane number 5? The touch goes to lane 5. That is Callum Zeifley with a time of 35:60. Congratulations to him. Second place going to lane number 7, Wyatt Benson from the Sydney Piranhas. Third place going to lane number 4, Cole Timko from the Vancouver Vikings. Moving on now to the medal round for the boys Division 3 50-meter butterfly. In lane number 1 will be Aiden Mercer from North Shore Winter Club. Lane number 2 will be Drew and Penny from the Salt Spring Stingrays. Lane 3 will be Elliot Tate of the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 4 will be Fernando Liu from the Kudas. Lane 5 is Nolan Gray from the North Shore Winter Club. Lane 6, Cameron Jorgensen from the Langley Flippers. Lane 7 is Max Shen of the Vikings. And lane number 8, Vincent Longmuir from Haney. Good start there for all swimmers. Good clean start. Early lead belonging to lane number 3. That is Elliot Tate from the Sydney Piranhas. He is the first to hit the bulkhead, pretty much side by side with lane number 4, Fernando Liu from the Kudas. It is Tate and Liu, and in lane number 5, Nolan Gray from the North Shore Winter Club. Pulling out ahead of the pack is Fernando Liu from the Kudas. He will try to beat a seat time of 33:11. What will the time be? Gold medal going to lane number 4, Fernando Liu from the Kudas. Silver medal to lane number 5, Nolan Gray from the North Shore Winter Club. And the bronze medal in lane 3, Elliot Tate from the Sydney Piranhas. Times of 32:30, 33:27, and 33:81. Congratulations, gentlemen. Medals for you all around there. As we move on to the girls of O Category 1 50-meter butterfly, this will be the B final. In lane number 1 will be Monroe Mize from the Stingrays. And lane number 2 is Nikki Ng from Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 3, Shanna C from the Vikings. Lane number 4 is Kaylee Gagne from North Shore Winter Club. Lane 5, Jamie Luo from White Rock. Lane number 6, Adi Silva from Cloverdale. And lane 7, Gwenna Faupel from Kamloops. There is the start right now, early lead to the top seed. That's lane 4, Kaylee Gagne from the North Shore Winter Club. And in her hip pocket and trying to pull ahead in lane number 5 is Jamie Lowe to her left and Shanna C from the Vikings in lane number 3 to her right. First to touch the bulkhead simultaneously, lanes 4 and 5. That's Gagne and Lowe as they make the stretch. They make the turn into the home stretch. A really good push off the wall and an underwater from lane number 5. That's Jamie Luo. She is extending the lead right now into the final 10 meters or so. It's about to go under the backstroke flags, holding off the charge from lane number 4. Kaylee Gagne trying to catch up there, but I think the win is going to go to Luo in lane number 5. It does indeed. A turn time of 39.53, taking 3 seconds off what she did this morning. Second place in lane number 4, Kaylee Gagne from the North Shore Winter Club. And third place in lane number 6, Adi Silva with a great strong final 15 meters or so to find herself in the top 3. We'll move to the A final. This is for the hardware again. Girls O Category 1, 50-meter butterfly. In lane number 1 will be Caroline Shee from the Surrey Sea Lions. Lane 2, Coco G from the Vancouver Vikings. Lane 3, Alexia Morgans of the North Van Cruisers. Lane 4, Kennedy Shepherd from Nanaimo. Lane number 5 will be Ella Khan from Cloverdale. Lane 6, Josephine Sodi of Cloverdale. Lane number 7 is Selena Wang from the Surrey Sea Lions. And lane number 8, Madden Mize of the Stingrays of the Caribou. I think that's Fort St. John Stingrays, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Swimmers are underway. Really good jump and reaction time in lanes 4 and 6. Lane 4, Kennedy Shepherd. Lane 6, Josephine Sodi. Kennedy Shepherd opening up a sizable lead in that first 15 meters. Oh my goodness. She's going to touch the wall at least 3 meters ahead of the closest swimmer. She makes the turn already and is extending that lead. A really strong underwater. Nobody's taking the gold medal away from Kennedy Shepherd. That is a girl on a mission. If the real race right now is for second place, or is the race for Kennedy Shepherd? Is she trying for a provincial's record? She already holds one that she set yesterday. Is she going to get another? Provincial's record is 31.93, just missing it by just over a tenth of a second. But a gold medal going to Kennedy Shepherd up in Nanaimo in lane number 4. Silver medal in lane number 5 is Ella Khan, and the bronze medal in lane number 3 is Alexia Morgans from the North Van Cruisers. All right, moving on now. We have the boys O Category 1 50-meter butterfly. This is the B final. This takes guts, I'll tell you. Swimming in front of this many people, the whole pool to yourself. This is Ali Bayloon from the North Van Cruisers. He is going to have the pool to himself for the B final of the OCAT 1 boys 50-meter butterfly. I really hope that those in attendance make a lot of noise for him and cheer him on, because there's nothing like having the pool to yourself. Here we go, Ali. The pool is yours. All 8 lanes. He's chosen lane number 4, or maybe it was assigned to him. One or t'other. Doesn't matter. It's all his. And he's off and into the water. Reaction time of 0.74. Not too bad for Ali there in an OCAT 1 as he hits the water. Doing the butterfly, double arms, coming forward at the same time. Dolphin kicks there as he progresses through. He's completed about 20 meters or so as he goes underneath the backstroke flags. Time to describe the butterfly stroke. You've got both arms coming up over your shoulders in your underwater recovery. Touch the bulkhead with 2 hands, turn back onto your chest, onto your breast, kind of like a breaststroke turn, except you then are back into the butterfly stroke and dolphin kicking the whole way along here. Ali Bayloon looks like he's going to win the consolation final for the boys O Category 1. Congratulations to him. He has less than 5 meters to go. Is he going to beat his time that he had swam this morning? I'd say he's going to do that. He swam a 53.02 and he knocks 4 seconds off of what he did this morning. Well done, Ali. Congratulations to you. You have a personal best time there, knocking 4 seconds off what you did this morning. We're going to move on to the A final now for the medals for the boys of OCAT 1 50-meter butterfly. In lane number 1 will be Kieran Rogers from the Stingrays, Fort St. John Stingrays. Lane 2, Ivan Livnitsky from Hope. Lane 3 will be Matthew Cow from White Rock. Lane 4, Matthew Friesen of the Ladner Stingrays. Lots of Stingrays in this province. Salt Spring Island Stingrays as well. There's probably another one. Lane 5 is King Key Nee from White Rock. Lane 6 is Bentley McMullen of Agassiz Harrison. Lane 7, Tim Guo from White Rock. And lane number 8 is Theodore Pack. Swimmers are in the water. really good underwater there in lane number 3 to start off the race there, and a great jump off the blocks for Matthew Cow from White Rock. He's holding a slight lead right now on lane number 5, Matthew Friesen, but Friesen with his strokes has overtaken the lead. He's the first to hit the wall and do his turn, heading back in now. Time elapsed so far of 20.1 seconds or so. They are on the home stretch, trying to bring it home, a gold medal, trying to insights, and coming on hard in lane number 6 is Bentley McMullen from the from Agassiz Harrison, going to get himself onto the podium. He will indeed. What color will the medal be? Well, the gold is going to go to lane number 4. That is Matthew Friesen. The silver is going to lane number 6, Bentley McMullen, and the bronze going to lane number 3, Matthew Cow from White Rock. Congratulations, gentlemen. We'll move on to the girls' Division 4 50-meter butterfly. Div 4 is the last of the races for today that are swimming 50 meters of butterfly. As we head on to Div 5 and higher, that will be 100 meters of butterfly. The girls up Div 4 swimming the 50-meter butterfly. This is the consolation final. We'll get the swimmers here for you as they hit the water in just a moment. And there they go in lane number 1. That's Devin Murphy from the Dolphins. Lane 2, Olivia Liu of White Rock. Lane 3, Autumn Griffith Doyle of Revelstoke. Lane 4, Tegan Murray of the Ogopogos. Lane 5, Kendall Zawadsky of CBSC. I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure. Lane number 5 is Kendall Zawadsky. Lane 6 is Lindsay Kent. Lane 7, Hannah Doman. Lane number 8 is Katrina Lowe. I'm sorry, I got confused there for a little bit, so I didn't call the race, but the win does go to lane number 2. Lane number 2 is Olivia Liu. Second place in lane number 7, that is Hannah Doman from Cowichan Valley. And lane number 3 in lane number 5, Kendall Zawadsky of a club, I'm not sure, it's in the Kootenays though. Creston Valley, I'm going to go with for CVSC. It's an acronym, CVSC, and I'm going to go with Creston Valley. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me in the comments on the YouTube feed. I'm always happy to be corrected. I've been wrong before, I'll be wrong again. Here we go for the hardware of the girls' Division 4 50-meter butterfly. In lane number 1, Jance Charlize Carreneau from Haney. Lane number 2, Vivian Yang of the Mantas. Lane 3, Kara Yun from Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 4, Amy Nishi from the Kigus. Lane 5, Miriam Hickey from Abbotsford Whalers. Lane 6, Alex Ewell of the Kigus. Lane 7, Sophia Lemaire of the Kigus. And lane number 8, Jenabelle Lynn from Squamish. Coming on hard now, lane number 3 is the leader. Right beside her in lane number 2. Lane 3 is Yun. Lane number 2 is Yang. It is Yang now, or is it Yun? Is it Yun? Is it Yang? I think a gold medal is going to go to lane number 2, and it does. And no, it's not. Oh, out-touched by .02. Gold medal in lane number 3. That is Kara Yun. .02 behind her for the silver medal in lane number 2, Vivian Yang of the Mantas, and the bronze medal in lane number 5, Miriam Hickey of the Abbotsford Whalers. It is wonderful to see the medals go to some of the outside lanes occasionally rather than just the usual top seeds. Congratulations to the dark horse hitting there, an amazing swim by Vivian Yang and Kara Yun. Boys Division 4 50-meter butterfly in lane 1, Michael Conkin from Grand Forks. Lane 2, Ruben Demler of Trail. Lane 3, Ryan Chang of Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 4, Lucas Gafka of Mission. Lane 7, Joel Baker of Courtney. Lane 6, Lincoln Faulkner of Grand Forks. Lane 7, Frank Edgel, Sidney Piranhas. Lane number 8, Keenan Gander of the Haney Neptunes. Coming in now in the lead in lane number 4. Lane 4 is Lucas Gafka. He will get the touch. He does indeed. Second place go to lane number 2, one of those outside lanes again. That's Ruben Demler from Trail. And third place in lane number 3, Ryan Chang from the Coquitlam Sharks. I love the comments. Thank you for the comments already saying Crescent Beach Swim Club. Thank you very much, Josh. Although it is the acronym that we have is actually CV, as in Victor, from the Kootenays. So I know CB is Crescent Beach from the lower mainland. Hopefully somebody will solve this riddle for me. A final for the boys, Div 4, 50-meter butterfly. Lane number 1, Frank Guo from the Mantas. Lane 2, Jaden Chiang from North Van Cruisers. Lane 3, Blake Nelson of Crescent Beach. There we go, CBSE from There we go. Lane 4, Carter James of Nanaimo. Lane 5, Nicholas Penz of the Vikings. Lane 6, Tyrell O'Dwyer of the Seals. Lane 7, Daniel Lennon, Coquitlam Sharks. And lane number 8, Ethan Rimmel of the North Shore Winter Club. The lead is lane number 4. That is Carter James from the Nanaimo White Rapids. Coming on hard in lane number 3 is Blake Nelson of Crescent Beach. It is James in first place, a time of 28:87. The silver medal going to lane number 5, Nicholas Penz. And the bronze medal in lane number 6, Tyrell O'Dwyer from the Seals. Dawson Creek Seals up in the Caribou. Bronze medal heading north. We will have the girls Division 5 100-meter butterfly now, so I don't have to talk quite as fast now because 100 meters takes just a little bit longer to swim than 50 meters. I can take a breath a time or two. 4 lengths of the pool now. I have to get these names out and talk your ear off here just a little bit. We'll get the swimmers' names as they hit the water here. Here we go in lane number 1. That is Gabrielle Waddell from the Abbotsford Whalers. Lane 2, Grace Cebulski of the Ogopogos. Lane 3, Caitlin Ravoy of Camel River Salmon Kings. Lane number 4, Eliana Zhao from the Mantas. Lane 5, Vienna Wakefield of the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 6, Cadence Jones of Nanaimo. Lane 7 is Ever Klassen of the Coquitlam Sharks. And lane number 8, Rose Esplin of the Langley Flippers Swim Club. The early lead belonged to lane number 5. They have completed about 40 meters of this 100-meter race. Lane number 5, Vienna Wakefield from the Sydney Piranhas. She's the first to complete 50 meters. She makes the turn now on the butterfly, heading into the second 50 meters. Holding on to the lead right now, second place tightly bunched right now between lanes 2, 3, and 6. In lane 2, that is Grace Cebulski. Lane 3, Caitlin Ravoy. And lane 6, Cadence Jones of Nanaimo. Vienna Wakefield of the Sydney Piranhas in lane number 5 extending her lead. She's the first to touch the bulkhead, about 3 meters ahead of the closest swimmer. Lane number 5's Vienna Wakefield holding off a late challenge here from her island teammate in lane number 6. Lane 6 is Cadence Jones from Nanaimo. Is Wakefield going to be able to hold off Jones? Wakefield does indeed, a time of 1:11:20, just out touching second place swimmer in lane number 6, also from the islands, Cadence Jones of Nanaimo. Third place going to lane number 3, Caitlin Ravoy of Camel River. All top 3 swimmers, all from Vancouver Island, all from 3 different clubs. Off now we go to the A final for the girls Division 5 100-meter butterfly. Here we go. That is Alexandra Zed from the Ladner Stingrays in lane 1. Ashley Meidel from the Kigus in lane 2. Callie McCready from the Marlins in lane 3. Maxine Seeley from North Shore Winter Club in lane 4. Amelia Wright from the Ogopogos in lane 5. Elizabeth Lawson from White Rock in lane 6. Kaylin Gale from Revelstoke in lane 7. And Avery Cook from Castlegar in lane number 8. We'll see if any of these swimmers is able to break the meet record. It was set in 2017 by Cheyenne Corbet, time of 1:05.96. I know they're all gunning for a gold medal. A provincial record would be an amazing thing to go along with that. Yesterday we did have some provincials records set that all seemed to be in relays. We had one individual one I can remember off the top of my head. We'll see if anything happens today. Great weather-wise, not too terribly hot up in here in Kamloops. The lead for right now for the gold medal belonging to lane number 6. That is Elizabeth Lawson from White Rock. She's about to touch the bulkhead. She has 25 meters left to go. That's all that separates her from a gold medal being placed around her neck. She's trying to hold off a challenge from lane number 4. Lane 4 is Maxine Seeley from the North Shore Winter Club. It is going to be between Lawson and Seeley. I think Lawson has just enough pool left, not enough charge left for Seeley, but Seeley will get on the podium. Gold medal indeed going to Lawson in lane number 6, a time of 1:07.82, about 2 seconds off the meet record. Congratulations to her for the gold medal. Second place go to lane number 4, Maxine Seeley, and the bronze medal in lane number 3, Callie McCready from the Marlins. There we go. CBSC is the Colville Sharks. How could I get that wrong? My apologies to everybody from Colville that is watching this or will be watching this. I'll get it right from now on. Big welcome to our neighbors from Washington State. My apologies, I'll get it right from now on. You guys used to be COL, if I'm not mistaken, for your acronym. Anyways, here we go. The B final for the boys, Division 5, 100-meter butterfly. In lane number 1 is Owen Buffett from Mission. Lane number 2 is Noah Shue from the Vikings. Lane 3 is Owen Larson of Quesnel. Lane 4, Owen Godin from the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 5, Ridley Chisholm of the Seals. Lane 6, Ronan Livesey from the Mantas. Lane number 7 is John Kirkhope of Nanaimo. And lane number 8, Dawson Harvey from Mission. They've completed 45 meters of 50 meters of this 100-meter race. 4 swimmers tightly bunched together as they hit the wall and make their turn all at the same time. That was kind of neat. It looked like synchronized swimming as they all made their turn there and back onto the fronts to complete the next 25 meters of this 100-meter race. Still tightly bunched between lanes 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is Shu, Larson, Godin, and Chisholm. Are they going to touch the bulkhead at the same time into the final 25 meters? First to touch the wall, close between lanes 2 and 5. That is Shu in 2, Chisholm in 5. They are on the home stretch right now. The lead just slightly in lane number 5, trying to widen it out for the first place finish in this consolation final. That is Chisholm in lane number 5, holding off the charge. Also in lane number 4, coming on strong in the last 15 meters. The touch goes to lane number 5, time of 1:08.07. That is Ridley Chisholm. Second place going to lane number 4, Owen Godin at 1:08.24. And third place in lane number 3, Owen Larson from the Quesnel Aquatic Club. We now have the medal round for the A final, the boys Division 5 100-meter butterfly. In lane number 1 will be Cohen Coughlin from North Delta. Lane 2, Tyson Hutt of the Aquarians. Lane 3 will be Colton Tebbett of Mission. Lane 4, Connor Chiang of the Super Sharks. Lane 5, Peter Morch of Nanaimo. Lane 6, Adam Johnson of Mission. Lane 7, Tyler Klatt of Mission. And lane 8, Christopher Ing of the Mantas. First person to be into the butterfly stroke was lane number 5. That's Peter Morch of Nanaimo. Connor Chung had a slightly longer underwater, and they are going to be the first 2 to get to the bulkhead. They are indeed making the turn now, 25 meters, a quarter of the way through this race. Great underwater there by lanes 3 and 4. In lane 3, Colton Tebbett of Mission. Lane number 4, Connor Chung of the Super Sharks. Also swimming strong over in lane number 2, we have Tyson Hutt of the Aquarians. 4 swimmers tightly bunched. There's only room for 3 of them on the podium, unless 2 of them tie. Anyways, we've got right now really close for first place between lanes 4 and 3. In lane 4, Connor Chung. Lane 3, Colton Tebbett. They are about to hit the bulkhead and head into the home stretch. They have about 26 meters left to go. There it is, the touch of the bulkhead. First person to touch was lane number 4, Connor Chung of the Super Sharks, trying to hold off lane number 3, Colton Tebbett. They're almost pacing themselves, and it's going to be really close for the bronze medal between lanes 2 and 5. That is Hutt and Morch. The gold medal, is it going to go to? Will it go to? It is going to lane number 4. That is Connor Chiang with a time of 1:02.98. Silver medal going to lane number 3. That is Colton Tebbett of Mission. And the bronze medal going to lane number 5, Peter Morch of Nanaimo. Congratulations, gentlemen. All right. All right, we've got the girls Division 6 100-meter butterfly whistled up the blocks over to the starter. We'll get the swimmers' names here as they hit the water. Looked like a clean start to me. We've got Angelina Burton from the Marlins in lane number 1, Elaine Zhu of White Rock in lane 2. In lane 3, we have M. Abs of the Dolphins. Lane number 4 is Mackenzie Campbell of Chilliwack. Lane number 5, Alyssa Smith from the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 6, Patricia Ratt of the Vikings. Lane 7, Amy Thompson of the North Van Cruisers. Lane number 8, Johanna Weir from the Oak Bay Orcas. The lead right now is really close between lanes 4 and 7. In 4, we've got Mackenzie Campbell, and 7 is Amy Thompson from the North Van Cruisers. Actually, where did lane 2 come from? Goodness gracious. Elaine Zhu from White Rock. I don't know how I missed her, but geez, she's way out in front of everybody there. At least a body length and a half there, as she is into the third leg of this 4 legs of 25 meters. I think she has her mind set on winning a consolation race. Some of these swimmers like to have their times faster than what the swimmers in the A final do, saying, I should be in the A final. That is Elaine Zhu from White Rock in lane number 2. I don't think anybody's going to be able to catch her. She has less than 15 meters to go. First place is going to go to Elaine Zhu in lane number 2, but who is second or third place going to go to? Strong swim happening right now in lane number 1 is Angelina Burton from the Marlins, and lane number 7, Amy Thompson from the North Van Cruisers. The touch for the first place is indeed a time of 1:11.01 for Elaine Zhu. She took 4.5 seconds off what she did this morning. Second place in lane number 7 was Amy Thompson. And third place in lane number 1, Angelina Burton. That race was dominated by the outside lanes. Well done to those swimmers. We're going to head on to the medal round now for the girls Division 6 100-meter butterfly. In lane 1 will be Madeline Holitsky from Nelson. Lane number 2 is Natalie Howell from Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 3, Hannah Quee from the Mantas. Swimmers in the water, clean jump by lane number 4, Cheyenne Corbet. Lane number 5, Kiyomi Dunnett from Grand Forks. Lane 6 is Devin Gale from Revelstoke. Lane 7, Zoe Johnson of Salt Spring. And lane number 8, Bianca Cavalier from Merritt. The provincial record holder in this race is Cheyenne Corbet. She's racing in lane number 4, so if she sets a new meet record, she's only breaking her own record. She does have the early lead in lane number 4, swimming strong, well ahead of the other swimmers. The closest swimmer is at her toes, and they make the turn now, just 50 meters left to go. Cheyenne Corbet from Grand Forks with the lead over her teammate, also from Grand Forks, in lane number 5 is Kiyomi Dunnett. Pushing hard to stay on the podium in lane number 3 is Hannah Cui from the Mantas. But the first to touch the bulkhead will be Corbet from Grand Forks, second to touch the bulkhead, and swimming coming in hard with a late push in lane number 1. That outside lane again, there's something about it. That is Madeline Holitsky from Nelson. Will Corbet be able to break her own record? Cheyenne Corbet in lane 4 from Grand Forks trying to beat a time of 1:04:35. She doesn't quite do it, but she gets herself onto the podium. Silver medal is going to go to lane number 3. We have Hannah Cui from the Mantas, and the bronze medal in lane number 5, a time of 1:08:48. Kiyomi Dunnett. Strong swim by all swimmers. All right, we have the boys Division 6 100-meter butterfly B final. In lane number 1, Logan Tebbett from Mission. Lane 2, Lewis Yang from the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 3, Davis Tibco of the Vikings. Lane 4, Stephen Lynn of the Vikings. Lane 5, Zachary Lilico from the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 6 is Aaron Thompson from Boundary Bay. Lane 7, Blake Ewart from the Abbotsford Whalers. And lane number 8, Nick Lund from the Oak Bay Orcas. The lead belonging to lane number 5. We have Zachary Lilico of the Coquitlam Sharks. Actually, I should say in lane number 2 is actually Alex Chung from Coquitlam. He is swimming in place of Lewis Yang of the Coquitlam Sharks. So we've got Alex Chung in lane number 2. My apologies. We just had a late change, some information brought to us. So I didn't want to misidentify a swimmer. And it looks like the win is going to go to lane number 5. That is Zachary Lilico. He comes in a time of 1:02:14. Congratulations to him. He took 3 seconds off of what he did this morning. Second place going to lane number 3, we have Davis Timko from the Vikings. And third place is lane number 4, that is Stephen Lynn, also from the Vikings. Time for us to head off to the medal round in event 214, the boys Division 6 100-meter butterfly. This is the A final for the hardware. We'll get the swimmers' names to you as quickly as possible. I'll try not to be distracted by name changes here this time. We have Dylan Klatt in lane number 1 from Mission. Lane 2, Peyton Jenkinson, Sydney Piranhas. Lane 3, DJ Sang of the Mantas. Lane 4, Kamala Turnus Nanaimo. Lane 5, Kita Bodrogi from Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 6, Cole Haxman of the Marlins. Lane 7, Caden Cook of Castlegar. And lane number 8, Kai Choi from the Vancouver Vikings. They've completed 30 meters or so of this race. The lead just right now belongs to lane number 4. That is Cam Laturnus from the Nanaimo White Rapids. He's holding off charges from the next competitor in lane number 5, Kita Bodrogi from the Coquitlam Sharks. They've made their turn. 50 meters is complete. A time of 27:99 on that 50 meters for Laturnus. He is the leader. That's a great 50-meter race. We'll see what he can do over the 100-meter stretch. He's about to hit the bulkhead to make the turn, being chased in lane number 3 by DJ Sang and 5, Kita Bodrogi. Laturnus still with the lead, but being pushed really hard by DJ Sang from the Mantas. Laturnus, Sang, and Bodrogi. It looks like it's going to be them for 1, 2, 3. Is Laturnus going to be able to hold him off? Laturnus come to the wall, touch a time of 1:72 for the gold medal, Cam Laturnus from Nanaimo. Silver medal going to lane number 5, Kita Bodrogi from the Coquitlam Sharks. Bronze medal is lane number 3. That is DJ Sang from the Mantas. We've got the girls OCAT 2 100-meter butterfly being whistled up onto the blocks. This is now the A final. This one's for the hardware. Somehow it makes a switch here as we get past Division 6 as we move into OCAT 2. But here we go. This one is for medals. This is the A final. In lane number 1, McEachran Toombs from Kamloops. Lane 2, Amia Sidhu from Vikings. Lane 3, Shelby Connolly of the Marlins. Lane 4, Kira Wong from the Mantas. Lane 5, Skyla McDonald of the Vikings. Lane 6, Jocelyn Chambers of the Vikings. Lane 7, Quinn Funk from Crescent Beach. And lane number 8, Maya Carrier from Nanaimo. Got 3 Vikings swimming in this. We'll see if they can podium together or not. The lead so close right now. We've got four swimmers in lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6. Lane 3 being Shelby Connolly. She really likes the song Baby Shark. Lane number 4 is Kira Wong from the Mantas. Lane number 5 is Skyla McDonald of the Vikings. Lane number 6, Jocelyn Chambers of the Vikings. And they've made the turn. They're heading into the final 25 meters. We have lane number 4 with the lead. That is Kira Wong from the Mantas, holding off charges, while lane number 5 is Skyla McDonald. Kira Wong from the Mantas trying to find her way to a gold medal. It is Wong coming in from the Mantas. What will her time be? A time of 1:06.13. Gold medal going to Kira. I'm sorry. Lane number 5 gets the gold medal. Skyla McDonald of the Vikings. Silver medal is lane number 4, Kira Wong. Bronze medal going to lane number 6. That is Jocelyn Chambers, also of the Vikings. So a couple of Vikings up there on the podium. We are going to have the B final now for the girls O Category 2 100-meter butterfly. They are whistled up onto the blocks. I'm seeing a missing swimmer in lane number 2. Lahela Clack of Wanafuka is not on the blocks. I know that she is a backstroker as well, so perhaps she's saving herself for the backstroke if she happened to have made the A final in that race. But perhaps we could have had a alternate swimming here, one of the first or second alternates, or maybe they've all chosen not to, or maybe we do. I see a swimmer running to the blocks there, maybe having been assigned. They were standing by. It's the North Shore Winter Club cap. So I'm going to guess that in lane number 2 is going to be Haley Gagne from the North Shore Winter Club, replacing Lahela Clack. I only guessed that because of the North Shore Winter Club cap that Haley Gagne is wearing, and the second alternate was Jessica Godfrey of Nanaimo. Very similar acronyms, NWRSC and NSWC. Very confusing when they're in these together. But they're allowing her time as she was an alternate and called to the blocks there, so we step them back and give her time to get set. She is informing the referee that she's the first alternate right now. That's the NSWC cap there, worn by Haley Gagne, North Shore Winter Club. This will be the B final, so I'll go through the swimmers now while we have a moment. In lane number 1 will be Emily St. Denis. Lane number 2, I believe, is going to be Haley Gagne. Lane 3, Yolanda Ling from the Mantas. Lane 4, Faith Khan of Cloverdale. Lane number 5, Amy Zhu of the Mantas. Lane number 6, Ashley Bagabuyu from Kamloops. Lane number 7 is India Povey from White Rock. And lane number 8 will be Stephanie Schneider from Haney. They have cleared the pool here so that the swimmers from the previous race aren't just sitting in there too long. They can get out because they are podium bound, the top 3 from that race, heading up to the podium. They're being taken there right straight to the podium before they even have a chance to grab their backpacks and anything like that. They hit the podium and then they get a picture taken. Getting a message from the clerk of the course of Jessica Godfrey going in there, but that looked like Haley Gagne to me. You know, I'm just going to have to go by whatever cap jumps in the pool, and then I'll know who it is. North Shore Winter Club have really dark blue caps, and the Nanaimo White Rapids have a lighter blue cap. You know, we couldn't have opposite colors to make it easy for us. Nope, they're going to have to go with very similar colored caps. North Shore Winter Club just has letters. Nanaimo has the image of a swimmer and some waves. So I still see a North Shore Winter Club cap. So I'm going with my original gut feeling that is the first alternate, Haley Gagne, that is going into lane number 2 instead of Lahela Clack. Hopefully it's not an injury that's keeping Clack out of the race and she's just resting for a backstroke final. I see the coach from Nanaimo coming along behind the blocks here, perhaps to talk to the starter. Bailey Monroe, the head coach of the Nanaimo White Rapids, scooting along there behind the blocks. And there's the whistle. And that's a Vancouver Island cap that is in lane number 2. So that is Jessica Godfrey in lane number 2. All right, there we go. So in lane number 1, Emily St. Denis. Lane number 2 is Jessica Godfrey from Nanaimo. So an island swimmer substituting island swimmer. Yolanda Ling in lane number 3, Faith Kahn in lane 4, Amy Zhu in lane 5, Ashley Bagaboyo from Kamloops. Lane 7 is India Povey, and lane number 8, Stephanie Schneider from Haney. They've completed 37.5 meters of this race, or just a guess. The lead right now is lane number 5. That is Amy Zhu from the Mantas. She's holding off charges from lanes 1, 3, and 6. Lane number 6 is Ashley Bagaboyo from Kamloops in her home pool, or maybe they swim at the outdoor pool, I'm not sure. Anyways, she's at home, gets to sleep in her own bed. With the lead right now in lane number 5, that is Amy Zhu from the Mantas, holding off all other swimmers. Is she able to do it for a full 100 meters? Bagaboyo trying to get this win here in the consolation final. She'd love to take home that honor. She touches the bulkhead at about the same time as Zhu. It is Zhu, it is Bagaboyo, Amy and Ashley from the Mantas and Kamloops Tsunami. Nobody else is going to come close to them. It is between those two for first and second place. Bagaboyo with the lead right now by about half a body length. Bagaboyo swimming hard. She will touch first in lane number 6, time of 1:10.88. She took 6 seconds off what she did this morning. That is incredible. Second place in lane number 5, a time of 1:12. That is Amy Zhu. Third place, lane number 4, Faith Kahn. All right, we're going to go on to the medal round now for the boys of O Category 2. I'll get the swimmers' names as they hit the water, because I have 100 meters to get their names out. All right, here we go. In lane number 1, Noah McDonald of the Vikings. Lane 2, William Lee of the Kigus. Lane 3, Carson Wong of the Mantas. Lane 4, Jack Hayho of the Sharks. Lane 5, Armand Bassi of the Mantas. Lane 6, Samuel Kim of the Mantas. Lane 7, Nathan Lee of the Mantas. Lane number 8, Adrian Kahn of the Mantas. There's just a few Mantas in this race, 5 of them to be exact, and we'll see if how many of them can podium. Really close right now between lanes 3, 4, and 5. That is Wong, Hayho, and Bassi. 2 mantas and a shark. A shark chasing a manta, or is it mantas chasing a shark? We're not sure, because they're so closely bunched together. You don't usually see these 2 animals swimming together, but here they are. Mantas and sharks going along there in lanes 3, 4, and 5. Wong, Hayho, and Bassi. The lead right now is at lane number 4, is at lane number 5. It's really going to come down to the touch at this point. Ever so slight lead in lane number 4. That is Jack Hayho, or is it lane number 5, Bassi? The touch goes to lane number 5 at a time of 58.74, beating lane number 4 by 4/100ths of a second. So the gold medal going to Armand Bassi, silver medal going to lane number 4. That is Jack Hayho, and the bronze medal in lane number 3, Carson Wong. It was between those 3 swimmers. There was less than a second separate gold from bronze in that one. And in 4th place in lane number 6, we had another manta. That is Samuel Kim. Congratulations, gentlemen. You have some hardware. We will have the B final for the boys O Category 2 100-meter butterfly. 4 swimmers swimming in this race. I see them all getting up onto the blocks, so no substitutions, nobody backing out. They all wanted to swim, and here we go. In lane number 3 is Julian Sun of the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane number 4, Ryder Lidke of the Kamloops Tsunami. Lane 5 is Joseph Ye of the Richmond Kigus, and lane 6, Yannick Morgans from the North Van Cruisers. Touching the bulkhead first after 25 meters, that is lane number 4. Is it? Yes, it is. Lane number 4 is Ryder Lidke of Kamloops. Right on his hip pocket, right hip pocket to be exact, in lane number 5, we have Joseph Yee of the Richmond Kigus, and on his ankles, trying to catch up to his shins and then his knees and then his hips, in lane number 3, Julian Son of the Coquitlam Sharks. The lead still belonging to lane number 4, Ryder Lidke of the Kamloops Tsunami. He's trying to create some waves to keep everybody away from him. Lidke from the Tsunami in lane number 4, holding off charges from lanes 3 and 5. Julian Son of the Sharks riding the waves, trying to surf on them to pull ahead of Lidke of the Tsunami in lane number 4. They've touched the bulkhead. Lidke extending his lead. A great push there on that turn, and he has extended his lead now. He has beyond toes. There's some space between his toes and the head of the second place. Lidke is going to bring home this consolation race. What will his time be? Will he knock some time off from this morning? Lidke, a time of 1:08.85. He took off about a quarter of a second from what he did this morning. Second place in lane number 3 is Julian Son of the Coquitlam Sharks, a time of 1:11.96. Third place, Joseph Yee from the Kigus, in at a time of 1:12.56. He took 2 seconds off what he did this morning, which means now that that race is complete, we have the girls Division 7 100-meter butterfly. This is for the medals, this is for hardware, this is for honors. We'll see what happens here. Meet record is 105.78. For your own information, set in 2016 by Tricia Fair. 2016 we were in Coquitlam. Anyways, in lane number 1, Annika Weir of the Orcas. Lane 2, Kira Tamagi of the Kudas. Lane 3, Ryan McCready of the Marlins. Lane number 4 is Elizabeth Chow of the Surrey Sea Lions. Lane 5, Ellen Hayho of the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 6, Amy Connerton of White Rock. Lane 7, Rachel Pham of the Kigus, and lane number 8 is Evan Zhu of the Mantas. They have completed halfway down the second leg of this 4-leg race. The lead being held by lane number 4. That's Elizabeth Chow of the Surrey Sea Lions. She's going to be the first to touch the wall. Pushing hard in lane number 7, trying to come from the outside is Rachel Pham of the Richmond Kigus, trying to find an outside lane position onto the podium. Also in lane number 2, we have Kira Tamagi of the Kudas. First place still being held by lane number 4 is Elizabeth Chow, but lane number 2 coming on hard. That is Kira Tamagi of the Kudas. She's going to touch the bulkhead first and make the turn. Lanes 2 and 7, that is Tamagi in 2 and Pham in 7. They're trying to find their way onto the podium. Right now the lead belonging to lane number 2, Kira Tamagi of the Kudas, and is in lane number 4 is Elizabeth Chow going to be able to catch her? I don't think so. Gold medal in her sights. Kira Tamagi of the Kudas. What's her time going to be? It is 1:07.90. Kira Tamagi taking 6 seconds off what she did this morning. Silver medal going to lane number 4. That's Elizabeth Chow of the Surrey Sea Lions. And the bronze medal in lane number 7, Rachel Pham of the Kigus with a time of 1:09.63. She took 6 seconds off of what she did in preliminaries this morning. Well done to those ladies as they are finding their way onto the podium. 3 ladies, 3 spots, 3 medals. Off they go out of the water as soon as the next race is in the water. And it's time for a photo opportunity. We've got the B final now for the girls Division 7 100-meter butterfly. I'll go through the swimmers' names when they hit the water because we're going to get the second whistle. There it is, off to the starter. And they're into the water now, and lane number 1 is Kayla Ewart of Abbotsford Whalers. Lane 2, Jeanette Baxter of Haney. Lane 3, Laura Lefebvre of Merritt. Lane 4, Ava Johnson of Nanaimo. Lane number 5 is Sinead Young of the Marlins. Lane number 6, Serona Leon of Cloverdale. And lane number 7 is Kelty Knudsen of Colville. I got it right this time. All right, got another Colville swimmer here. I hope I got that right. I think I did. Anyways, here we go. The lead belonging to lane number 4. That is Ava Johnson from Nanaimo White Rapids. Right beside her in lane number 5 is Sinead Young of the Marlins. Johnson touches the wall and makes the turn. Right in her hip pocket, right beside her in lane number 5, Sinead Young. It is Johnson and it is Young. Third place belonging to lane number 3. That is Laura Lefebvre from Merritt. Just down the road, about an hour or so away. Went through there on my way here. Ava Johnson still with the lead on lane number 4. Sinead Young in lane number 5 and Lefebvre. It is Johnson, Young, and Lefebvre as they hit the bulkhead and make the turn into the final 25 meters. Ava Johnson coming on strong now. She is distancing herself. I don't think she wants to let anybody take this race win away from her. But a good, strong late push by Sinead Young in lane number 5. There's only 5 meters left to go. Is that enough to make a final push for a touch? I don't think it is. Ava Johnson touches, kind of glid in there, a little bit of gliding going on, but she gets the win at a time of 1:17.71, taking half a second off what she did this morning. Second place in lane number 5, Sinead Young. Third place going to lane number 3, Laura Lefebvre. Okay, it's time for some more medals. This is the boys Division 7 100-meter butterfly. We are moving along quite nicely here. Hopefully today doesn't take quite as long as yesterday. My goodness, finals took almost 4 hours. Hopefully we're out of here in less than that. Hopefully we don't, anyways, here we go. Boys Division 7, 100-meter butterfly, about to be whistled up to the blocks. I see the referee with the whistle in the mouth, arm getting ready to swing up. There we go. Swimmers are whistled up to the blocks. Waiting for that second whistle. It's kind of noisy in here right now. Show some etiquette, people. There we go, all quiet. Started. And we are underway in lane number 1, Brendan Cripps from the City Piranhas. Lane 2, Lucas Porsander of North Van Cruisers. Lane 3, Rowan Chung of the Kudas. Lane 4, Nathan Tam of the Super Sharks. Lane 5, Nova Lafraine from the Seals. Lane 6, Daniel Kim of the Mantas. Lane 7, Wyatt Schneier of Cloverdale. Lane number 8 is Ethan Argue from Grand Forks. Really tightly bunched here between the leaders, between 1, 2, and 3, and really coming in hard in 4 and 5 and 6. This is great. 1, 2, and 3 is a little group, and then we've got 4, 5, and 6 in lanes 1, 2, and 6. So close right now between lanes 4, 5, and 3. The lead right now, Nathan Tam in 4, Nova Lafraine in 5, and Rowan Chung in 3. Will it be those three that find their way onto the podium? They're kind of separating themselves from the rest of the pack. It's a 3-man race for the podium, leaving everybody else in there eating their bubbles, per se, as the swimmers like to say. The race for the gold is what it is right now. We have Tam and Lafraine. It is Lafraine and Tam. It's going to come down to the touch. Who's it going to be and what part of their stroke? Touch goes to lane number 5, a time of 59.36. That is a tie. Oh my goodness. A tie for gold. 59.36 for Nathan Tam and Nova Lafraine. It didn't even come down to the touch because their touches were simultaneous. High five held by those two gentlemen and a handshake in the pool. And in third place, time of 1 minute, 0.24 seconds in lane number 3, Rowan Chiang. We're not going to make them swim over or swim off or anything like that. That is just two gentlemen sharing a gold medal with a sub 1 minute time. Well done for them. All right, this is the consolation final, the B final, the boys Division 7 100-meter butterfly. In lane number 1, Hayden Moore of the Orcas. Lane 2, Eric Labasse of Nanaimo. Lane 3, Tyler Bushel of Salmon Arm. Lane 4, Sam Watanabe of the Vikings. Lane 5, Finn Heaney-Corns of the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 6, Graham Dowdy of the Marlins. Graham Dowdle of the Marlins. Lane number 7 is Aramis St. Gelais from Salt Spring. And lane number 8, David Canals from the Aquarians. This one is really tightly bunched. The lead belonging to lane number 2. That is Eric Labasse from the Nanaimo White Rapids. He's the first to hit the wall and make the turn into the second 50 meters. Right beside him in lane number 3 and over in lane number 4. Lane 3 is Bushel and Watanabe in lane number 4. The lead still belonging to Labasse in lane number 2, but pushing hard to make the touch at the same time, possibly at the bulkhead. Nope, Labasse is the first to make the turn. He only has 25 meters left to go, but a really strong swim coming on now in lane number 7. Another island swimmer, Aramis St. Gelais from the Salt Spring Island Stingrays. He's trying to catch up, but is the win going to go to Labasse, or is it going to go to St. Gelais, or is it going to go to lane number 6, Graham Dowdle? First place, lane number 7, Aramis St. Gelais from Salt Spring, a time of 1:03.67. Just behind him in lane number 6, Graham Dowdle, a time of 1:03.79. Third place going to lane number 2, Eric Labasse of Nanaimo. His time was 1:03.89. Well done by those three swimmers. Well done by all the swimmers. Well done by everybody really that's swimming here. Unbelievable job by them. It's been a great provincial so far. No meet records in individual events yet in the afternoon, but there's still lots of divisions to stumble over this one. It's the A final anyways. In lane number 1 is Robin Lee of the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 2, Allison Hampton of the Oak Bay Orcas. Lane 3, Aaron Lawrence of the Kudas. Lane 4, Lauren DL of the Marlins. Lane 5, Mackenzie Gunther of the Vikings. Lane 6, Brooke Kianis of Mission. Lane number 7 is Lauren Caswell of the Vikings. And lane number 8, Tia Arsenault from the Wanapeka Royals. The lead belonging to lane number 5. Lane 5 is Mackenzie Gunther of the Vancouver Vikings. She has about a half a body length over her closest swimmer, which is lane number 7's Lauren Caswell. Right behind her, lane number 2 is Allison Hampton of the Oak Bay Orcas. Gunther is extending her lead. She has done so well at provincials over the years here. I've been calling her name for a number of years. Lots of gold medals in her trophy case at home. Mackenzie Gunther in lane number 5, distancing herself from the rest of the pack. The race really is for second and third place to find the podium, because there's no doubt about it. Mackenzie Gunther, barring a disqualification, which I really don't think is going to happen with her, She is coming in right now in lane number 5. Mackenzie Gunther of the Vancouver Vikings. What is her time going to be? She is about to touch the wall. Here she's coming in. Her time is 1:01.91. What did I just say? Have we had a meet record? There it is. Previous meet record in 2017 of Natalie Garrick. She took about, a third of a second off. Congratulations, Mackenzie Gunther, on a new meet record. Silver medal going to lane number 4, Lauren Diel, and the bronze medal in lane number 3 is Erin Lawrence. Well done, ladies, and congratulations, Mackenzie, for the new meet record. All right, this is the B final. Not sure what's going on here. We're going to whistle up Barbara Alanda McAuliffe to swim the consolation final, but she was going to have the pool to herself. So I think we're going to see if we can combine her into another race so that she doesn't have to do that whole thing by herself. I imagine they're going to clear the pool here shortly. Nope, they're going to whistle her up, and she is going to swim on her own. This takes guts. And she is off. A clean start for Barbara Alanda McAuliffe. She is from the Abbotsford Whalers. She is doing the 100-meter butterfly. Her seed time from this morning, she swam a 2:05.28, so she's hoping to swim a clean race, make sure she doesn't have any disqualifications, and trying to improve on her time. Barbara Alanda McAuliffe from the Abbotsford Whalers, 25 meters, just about done. She touches the bulkhead, and she is on to the second leg of the 4 legs of this race. I'm just going to take a moment to take a sip of water. Back from my water just in time to see Barbara finish her race. Well done for her. What did I miss? Barbara Alanda McAuliffe coming in now from the Abbotsford Whalers. She has 5 minutes left to go, and I hope you can hear the whole crowd is cheering her on. This is absolutely wonderful. Cheering her on as she has the whole pool to herself. What's her time going to be? She swam a 2:05 this morning. She comes in at a time of 2:12.21. Well done, Barbara. I tell you, that's amazing. I would have survived maybe 5 meters of butterfly, and then I would have just turned around and gone back saying no. Here we go. We're going to move on to event 220. These are the boys Division 8 100-meter butterfly. This is going to be the A final first. Full pool. We have in lane number 1, Ethan Phillips of the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 2, Nicholas Lapointe of the Dolphins. Lane 3, Andrew Wojnowski from the Mantas. Lane 4, Gabrielle Lee from Merritt. Lane 5 is Simon Paisley of Penticton. Lane 6, Jack Savage of Kamloops. Lane 7, Cameron Dixon of the Kudas. And lane number 8 is Byron Wang from the Surrey Sea Lions. Just flying through the water, pardon the pun, in lane number 4. That is Gabriel Lee from Merritt. He has already completed 50 meters in a time of 25:25. Unbelievable. Gabriel Lee from the Merritt Otters, butterflying here. He's completed almost 75 meters of this race. He has gold medals in his sight, and nobody's going to take that away from him. Does he have the provincial record in mind here? He's certainly on that kind of pace. Does he have the gas to maintain that pace here? Provincial's record is 54.57, set last 2 years ago in this same pool. Provincial record 54.57, and he does indeed. Unofficially, that is a new meet record, a time of 54.10, going to Gabriel Lee from Merritt. Second place silver medal in lane number 5, Simon Paisley from Penticton. And the bronze medal in lane number 8, Byron Wang of the Surrey Sea Lions, going at 59.34, knocking 2.5 seconds off what he did this morning. Congratulations, Gabriel, and congratulations to all three gentlemen as they get themselves more medals. Well done. That was fun to watch. We're going to now have the B final for the boys, men, young men, Division 8, 100-meter butterfly B final. In lane number 1, that is Lee Vandenham of Nanaimo. Lane number 2, Shane Murphy of the Surrey Sea Lions. Lane 3, Ian Marcus of Trail. Lane 4, Alan Wang of the Surrey Sea Lions. Lane 5, Nolan Paul of Agassiz Harrison. Lane 6, James Ogihara Kurtz of Cowichan Valley. And lane number 7, Curtis Scriba from the Campbell River Salmon Kings. The lead belonging to lane number 4, that is Alan Wang of the Surrey Sea Lions. These Surrey Sea Lions coaches seem to be quite good flyers. There are 3 of them swimming the 100-meter butterfly this afternoon. We had one of them in the A final. We got 2 of them in the B final. The lead is Alan Wang from the Surrey Sea Lions, and lane number 4 being chased by lanes 3 and 5. Lane 3 is Ian Marcus, and lane 5 is Nolan Paul. They are looking for 2-3. Who's looking for 4? That is lane 5, Nolan Paul, and then lane 6 is James Ogihara Kurtz from Cowichan Valley. Nobody's taking this one away from Alan Wang. Alan Wang with less than 10 meters to go. Nobody's going to catch him right now for first place, but who's going to touch for second and third place? Really close right now between lanes 5 and 6. First place at a time of 1 minute, 0.74 seconds, Alan Wang. Second place in lane number 3 is Ian Marcus. And third place in lane number 6, a time of 1:03.43, out touching by 3/100ths of a second, the swimmer in lane number 5, Nolan Paul. Well done for those young gentlemen. All right, it's time for us to move on. We've completed butterfly for the day. We will have 50-meter butterfly races for the senior swimmers tomorrow, but we're going to move on to the backstroke now. This is going to be the girls' Division 1 50-meter backstroke. We're going to start with the B final here. 50 meters, 2 lengths of the pool, 2 lengths of this 25-meter pool. A little bit of delay here now. What the delay is the officials that sign up for different strokes and that sort of thing. So it's just a slight change as we put different officials in place on the pool deck. Substitute out the officials that have been doing the butterfly stroke, and now we have some different officials taking place for stroke and turn around the pool. If you're unfamiliar with officiating with the BCSSA, how we do it is we've got heat sheets for all the different races. There's a certain number of races per page on the heat sheet. Officials are all around the pool. You see them on the bulkhead and along the sides of the pool and behind the blocks. You got 4 of them on the bulkhead. They look at 2 lanes each. And as you turn, every time you turn the page of the heat sheet, you rotate 1 position clockwise. The more you know. Anyways, here we go. We're ready. The swimmers are in the water. In lane number 1, we have Callie Cowan from Nelson. Lane number 2 is Journey Vandergrift from Seminarm. Lane 3 is Maya Habans from the Vikings. Lane 4 is Lauren Beatty from Squamish. Lane 5, Nicola Lowe from Seminarm. Lane number 6, Lily Rashad of North Delta. Lane 7, Isabel Bastian from Crescent Beach. And lane number 8 is Bryn Merritt from Nelson. A couple Nelson swimmers here in the B final. Nice to see that. As they've completed 25 meters of this 50-meter race. The lead belonging to lane number 4, right beside her in lane number 3. In 4 is Beatty, lane 3 is Habans. It is Beatty and Habans, and coming on hard in lane number 5. That is Nicola Lowe from Salmon Arm. We have Beatty, Habans, and Lowe. Is it going to be them for 1, 2, and 3? We'll see when they come down to the touch. Really good last 20 meters or so by Lowe in lane number 5. She is the first to touch, a time of 48.52. Lane number 3 is in second place. That is Maya Habans. Sorry. So we've got lane number 5 in first place for Lowe. Second place is lane number 4 is Beatty. She had a bit of a soft touch there, so they had to go with the plunger time as she drifted in. And lane number 3 in third place, Maya Habans from the Vancouver Vikings. We'll move on to the A final now for the girls Division 1 50-meter backstroke. Swimmers are cleared the pool because, well, you can't do dive overs in backstroke. You'd be starting right beside the other swimmers. So we clear the pool in between each race. Get the previous race all out of the pool. Whistle in the next swimmer because they don't start on the blocks. They start in the water. Imagine that on the backstroke. Can you imagine jumping off the blocks on backstroke? That would be amazing to see. Anyways. There's our second whistle. In lane number 1, Olivia Elliott from White Rock. Lane number 2, Marin Strocher from Sydney Piranhas. Lane 3, Zoe Petty from the Aquarians. Lane 4, Zoe Patterson, Sydney Piranhas. Lane 5, Addison Tate, Sydney Piranhas. Lane 6, Alyssa Davies of the Super Sharks. Lane number 7, Kayla Yap of the Mantas. And lane number 8 is Camden Wood of the Marlins. Really tightly bunched. They approach the bulkhead to make their turn. First turn to make is lane number 4. Lane 4 is Zoe Patterson of the Sydney Piranhas, but a really good turn in lanes 1, 3, and 5. In 1 is Elliott. Lane 3 is Petty, and 5 is Alyssa Davies. The strokes have pulled ahead now for Zoe Patterson. She has pulled ahead in this race. She had lost the lead ever so slightly on the turn. She looks over to see where the competitor is beside her. Zoe Patterson of the Sydney Piranhas in lane number 4. Gold medal is hers, a time of 45.13. Silver medal going to lane number 5, Addison Tate, her teammate from the Sydney Piranhas. And the bronze medal going to lane number 6. That is Alyssa Davies from the Super Shark. So 2 Piranhas and a Shark on the podium for the girls Division 1 50-meter backstroke. We will move on to the boys Division 1 50-meter backstroke as we clear the pool now of the Division 1 girls. The boys Division 1 waiting to be whistled into the water. Our swimmers are lane 1, Daniel Nakagawa of Nanaimo. Lane 2, Cruz Costa of Haney. Lane 3, Kai McCallum of Crescent Beach. Lane 4, Jonah Leong of the Vikings. Lane 5, Mason Singh of the Mantas. Lane 6, Connor McQuillan of Courtney. Lane 7 is Selwyn Wilkie of Revelstoke. And lane number 8 is Jack Edgell of the Sydney Piranhas. Swimmers have been whistled into the water. They've got their first whistle waiting for the second as it'll go over to the starter. It's nice and quiet in the pool here. The people in the grandstands are cooperating. That's nice to see. There's the second whistle. There we go. There's the start. Good clean start there, I do believe. Good jump there off the blocks in lane number 4. Lane 4 is Jonah Leong from the Vancouver Vikings. And a really good jump also in lane number 2 is Cruz Costa from the Haney Neptunes. The lead belongs to Leong still in lane 4, but cruising along is Cruz Costa in lane number 2. Will Costa be able to hold on to that as he comes up to the bulkhead, makes the turn there. A bit of a long turn on his front, but I believe that one was legal. But a great turn in lane number 4 by the initial leader, Jonah Leong, as he has extended his lead just by a little bit. Oh, I'd say by about a head, maybe a head and a half, head and shoulders. Swimming hard, Cruz Costa in lane number 2. He's trying to overtake the lead. Is he going to be able to do it? And coming on hard in lane number 6, Connor McQuillan of Courtney. Connor McQuillan of Courtney with a really strong 15 meters. He is the first to touch, a time of 50.16, taking about half a second off what he did this morning. Second place going to lane number 2 is Cruz Costa, and third place in here we go. Yeah, lane number 6 in first place, lane number 4, Jonah Leong in second place, and lane number 2 in third place, Costa Cruz. There were some soft touches there, so they had to just adjust that and make sure they get the times off the plungers. A soft touch on the touch pads. The touch pads are tied in directly to the scoreboard, and if a swimmer doesn't touch those hard enough, they go with the time off the plunger. As often a soft touch doesn't trigger the touch pads to stop the clock. That's why we have the timers behind the blocks. They use the plungers, and that's the times that we go off of in the timing booth to make it official. All right, here we go. This is the A final for the boys Division 1 50-meter backstroke. In lane number 1 is Kevin Osuna Rodriguez from the Seals. Lane 2, Matthew Hooper of the Marlins. Lane 3, Benjamin Gallick from Courtney. Lane 4, Eli Rice of Hope. Lane number 5, Jackson Ritchie of the Ogapogos. Lane 6 is Matthew Schwinn of the Mantas. Lane 7, Caleb Monroe of North Delta, and lane number 8 is Nathan Lee of the Vikings. 25 meters complete of this 50-meter race. Coming out of the turn off the bulkhead with the lead in lane number 4. Eli Rice has his mind set on a gold medal, and he's extending his lead. I don't think he's going to let anybody take that away from him, but who is going to get silver? Who is going to get bronze? Silver right now belong to lane number 3. That is Benjamin Gallick from Courtney, and the bronze medal is going to be really tight. There's no disputing who's first and second, but who's the rest of them going to be? Gold medal going to lane number 4, Eli Rice of Hope. Silver medal going to lane number 3, that is Benjamin Gallick of Courtney, and the bronze medal in lane number 6, Matthew Schuen of the Mantas. Well done, gentlemen. Clear the pool, go get your medals, young men. And now we have the girls of Division 2 standing behind the blocks waiting to get whistled into the pool. In lane number 1, this will be the B final, consolation final. In lane number 1 will be Pavan Rai of White Rock. Lane 2, Vienne Bredick of Salmon Arm. Lane 3, McKenna Petty of the Aquarians. Lane 4, Julia Longmuir of Haney. Lane 5, Naya Gaynor of Nelson. Lane number 6 is Naomi Minot from Boundary Bay. Lane 7, Juliana Cebulski from the Ogapogos. And lane number 8 will be Alexandra McKnight of the Super Sharks. They've been whistled into the water, and I'll be quiet as we wait for the whistle. The whistle and the beat. There it is, a clean start. Nobody left early there, and they are underway. This is the girls' Division 2 50-meter backstroke B final. The jump, an early lead belonging to, just ever so slightly. Is it lane number 1? Is it lane 4? Is it lane number 3? In lane 1 is Rye, lane 4 Longmuir, lane 3 is Petty. They approach the bulkhead, turn onto the fronts, make their flip, emerge on their backs. Legal flips all around there. In lane number 3, we have the lead belonging to McKenna Petty from the Aquarians. Petty from the Aquarians trying to hold off the charge. A late charge by Vienne Bredick in lane number 2 from Salmon Arm. We have Petty and we have Bredick, or do we have lane number 5, Naya Gaynor? It is Gaynor indeed, a time of 41:23 with first place. Second place going to Vienne Bredick in lane number 2. Third place going to lane number 6. That is Naomi Minot of Boundary Bay. It means we're going to move on to the A final now for the girls' Division 2 50-meter backstroke. In lane number 1 will be Reese Major of Salmon Arm. Lane 2, Josie Klassen of the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 3, Kate Postlethwaite of the Sydney Piranhas. Lane number 4 is Aaliyah Hickey from Abbotsford Whalers. Lane 5 will be Ella Mercer of North Shore Winter Club. Lane 6, Alyssa Guerin of Squamish. Lane number 7 is Haley Nonheimer of Cloverdale. And lane number 8, Kayla Rebelmontan from the Marlins. There is that first whistle, waiting on the second whistle. There it is, waiting on the start. And there is the start. Swimmers are off and they are underway. They're on their backs with a great jump in lanes 2 and 5. Josie Klassen in lane 2 had a great burst off the blocks, and Ella Mercer from the North Shore Winter Clubs in lane number 5 did as well. But with the strokes pulling ahead in lane number 4, it's not all about the jump. Aaliyah Hickey from the Abbotsford Whalers was the first to touch the bulkhead, and she had a great turn. She emerges from the turn with the lead still. Hickey in lane number 4 with the lead, trying to hold off lane number 5's Ella Mercer. It is Hickey and it is Mercer, and is really close right now for the bronze medal in lane number 3. Kate Postlethwaite trying to get her way onto the podium. The gold medal in lane number 4, time of 37:34 in lane number 4, Aaliyah Hickey. Silver medal going to lane number 5. Lane number 5 is Ella Mercer from the North Shore Winter Club, and the bronze medal in lane number 3 is Kate Postlethwaite from the Sydney Piranhas. Well done, ladies. Make your way up to the podium as they clear the pool, and we're going to move on to the boys' Division 2 50-meter backstroke. We're going to have lane number 1 is Chase Viennes of Agassiz Harrison. Lane number 2 will be Minea Itcham from the Kudas. Lane 3 is Ryan Gill of Mission. Lane 4, Juandra Labouchang from Quesnel. And I'm really sorry if I mispronounced that. That's the first time I've seen that name this weekend. In lane number 5 will be Kale Lacour of the Aquarians. Lane number 6, Mason Strocher of the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 7 is Solomon Weave of Mission, and lane number 8 is Hunter Thorne from the Dolphins. They are underway and they are in the water. This is the B final for the boys Division 2 50-meter backstroke. Great strong start there in lane number 6. Lane 6 is Mason Strocher from the Sydney Piranhas. He's being overtaken in lane number 4. Lane 4 is Juandra Labouchang from Quesnel. Labouchang and Strocher. And coming in lane number 5. Lane 5 is Kale Lacor from the Aquarians. Pulling ahead strongly now in lane 4 is Wandra Labouchang from Quesnel. Labouchang and a strong backstrokes into the last 25 meters. Also in lane number 2 is Minea Ichim from the Kudas. First to touch the wall in lane number 4, time of 40.52 is Labouchang. Second place in lane number 6, Mason Strocher from the Sydney Piranhas. Third place in lane number 2, Minea Ichim from the Kudas. We're going to be coming up to the A final for the hardware for the boys Division 2 50-meter backstroke. In lane number 1 will be Colin Nishi of the Kigus. Lane 2 will be Jeffrey Giesbrecht of the Seals. Lane 3, Ethan Mercer of North Shore Winter Club. Lane 4, Raphael Jou of White Rock. Lane 5 is Beck Yu of the Mantas. Lane 6, Ryan Burnett of the North Van Cruisers. Lane 7 is Daniel Lim of the Vikings. And lane number 8 is Scott Hunter of the Aquarians. They have just cleared the pool and they're going to whistle in the next race. This race is for the medals for the boys of Division 2. We are going to whistle them in to the water here. Referee arm coming up. There we go. There's the first whistle. Splash. They're into the water. Grab onto the starting block there. Second whistle. And they're off. Great jump in lane number 2 and lane number 4. Lane 2, Giesbrecht. Lane 4, Jou. And stroking along into the lead in lane number 4. Lane 4 is Raphael Jou of White Rock. And beside him in lane number 3, we have Ethan Mercer. Mercer and Jou are going to be the first to approach the bulkhead, trying to catch up to them in lane number 3. We have, Mercer and Jou in 3 and 4. Coming out of the turn, it is still Mercer and Jou, but pulling ahead now, I think, or trying to catch up to in lane number 5 is Beck Yu from the Mantas. Really strong final 25 meters here from Beck Yu. Did he reserve something for that final 25 meters? Because he has sprinted ahead. The gold medal is going to go to Beck Yu from the Mantas in lane number 5. The silver medal is going to go to lane number 4. That is Raphael Jou, and the bronze medal is going to go to lane number 3. That is Ethan Mercer from the North Shore Winter Club. We are getting ready now. We've cleared the pool and we're going to bring in the girls Division 3 50-meter backstroke. All right, we've got the girls Division 3 getting whistled into the pool. I'll get the swimmers' names as they start the race. In lane number 1 is Dea Chinali from North Delta. Lane number 2, Jade de Fondemier from the Ladner Stingrays. Lane 3, Jordan Allard from Salmon Arm. Lane 4 is Zenea Chen of the Mantas. Lane 5, Emma Lewis of Grand Forks. Lane 6 is Sophie Postlethwaite of the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 7, Zoe Sanchez Wickland of the Salt Spring Stingrays. And lane number 8, Sophie Regland from the Abbotsford Whalers. And just like that, 25, 30, 35 meters is complete. Slight lead right now in lane number 2. That is Jade de Fondaumier from the Ladner Stingrays, and a charge coming on now in lane number 6. Lane 6 is Sophie Postlethwaite of the Sydney Piranhas, and she is the first to touch a time of 38.26, beating lane number 2 by 2/100ths of a second, a time of 38.28. So we have Postlethwaite in 6, de Fondaumier in lane 2, and third place going to lane number 5. That is Emma Lewis from Grand Forks. Scoreboard's cleared, means we're ready to move on to the next race. Clearing the water, swimmers out of the water, means it's time for medals for the girls of Division 3. They are next up here, the A final for the girls Division 3 50-meter backstroke. In lane number 1 will be Paige Seeley of the North Shore Winter Club. Lane 2, Avery Hong of the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 3, Violet Freemark of Hope. Lane number 4 is Jessie Hua of the Mantas. Lane 5, Fern Buckley of the Kigus. Lane 6, Christine Eng of the North Van Cruisers. Lane 7, Lauren Chen of the Vikings. And lane number 8 is Sienna Saunders of Mission. There's that first whistle. Swimmers jump into the water. The big sploosh. Splash the timers and the judges behind, and the referees behind the blocks there. There's the second whistle. Time to start. Nice and clean as the swimmers explode off the blocks onto their backstroke, do their underwater dolphin kicks and emerge into their backstrokes. They are on their way and a lead right now in lane number 3. Lane 3 is Violet Freemark from the Hope River Monsters, and also swimming unbelievably strong over in lane number 1. Paige Seeley from the North Shore Winter Club. Is she going to be the dark horse or the lower seed? Seeds don't mean everything, but she's into the finals. But a great turn in lane number 5. Lane 5 is Fern Buckley from the Richmond Kigus. Is her stroke? Is she going to be able to stroke hard enough to hold off all the challengers. It is Buckley in lane number 5. She is going to find her way into the gold medal position on the podium in lane number 5. Fern Buckley with a time of 35.02. Silver medal going to lane number 4. That is Jessie Hua from the Mantas. And the bronze medal in lane number 3, we have Violet Freemark from the Hope River Monsters. Clearing the pool now, and also I'll let you know who's coming in for the B final for the boys of Division 3 50-meter backstroke. In lane number 1 will be Colin Dew of the Mantas. Lane 2, Noah Oclarino of North Delta. Lane 3, Marcus Hogan of Cowichan Valley. Lane 4, Elliot Tate of the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 5, Aiden Mercer of the North Shore Winter Club. Lane 6 is Evan Schwinnard of Nelson. Lane 7 is Jacob McNamee of Penticton. And lane number 8 is Maddox Stevens of the Kelowna Ogopogos. Waiting on that whistle now. We're going to get our referee does it. Here we go. Yep. Big swing of the arm and a big blow of the whistle, and the swimmers are into the water. They're into the water, but they're not racing yet because we're on the backstroke. All right, we have event 226, the boys division 3 50-meter backstroke. I've given you the swimmers, so I'm going to tell you all about it. And with the lead right now in lane number 5, that is Aiden Mercer of the North Shore Winter Club. He has an early lead over lane number 4's Elliot Tate of the Sydney Piranhas. Mercer in lane number 5. He makes the turn coming off the bulkhead, trying to hold off a charge by Elliot Tate of the Sydney Piranhas. Mercer still with the lead. Mercer holding off Tate. Will Tate trying to overcome him here? Mercer holding off a really strong charge. It is Mercer and Tate, Tate and Mercer, but it looks like Mercer is going to be the one that touches the wall first. Aiden Mercer, lane number 5 with a time of 35.97. Second place, Elliot Tate of the Sydney Piranhas with a time of 36.29. And third place in lane number 1, Colin Dew of the Mantas. We're moving on to event 226. This is the A final. This is for the hardware. In lane number 1, we'll have Cole Timko of the Vikings. Lane number 2, Lachlan Bibby Fox of Nelson. Lane 3 will be Nate Johnson of Abbotsford. Lane 4, Drew Penny of the Salt Spring Island Stingrays. Lane 5, Ming Fei He from Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 6, Torrin Kwan of the Kudas. Lane 7, Max Shen of the Vikings. And lane number 8 will be Daxon Maldenhauer of Courtney. All right, there's that first whistle. Swimmers are in the water. And they are underway. Good clean start there and a great jump in lane number 7. Max Shen of the Vancouver Vikings exploded off the blocks there. Will his stroke be able to take him, or will the strokes of lanes 4 and 5? Pulling out to the lead is Drew Penny of the Salt Spring Stingrays. He has just a slight lead over lane number 3. Lane 3 is Nate Johnson of the Abbotsford Whalers. Penny making the turn, as well as Ming Fei He of the Coquitlam Sharks. Penny with just a slight lead over Johnson and He. Penny still holding off the challengers. Drew Penny from the Salt Spring Stingrays, seeing if he will outtouch. What's it going to be? Is it going to be he? Is it going to be Penny? It is Drew Penny in lane number 4 with the win. Gold medal going to Salt Spring Island, time of 34.18. Bronze medal going to lane number 5. That is Ming Fei He. And the silver medal in lane number 6, Torrin Kwan from the Kudas. Well done, gentlemen. We're coming up now with the girls. OCAT 1, 50-meter backstroke. This will be the B final. I'll get you the swimmers. In lane 1 will be Monroe Mize of the Stingrays of the Caribou. Fort St. John Stingrays. Lane 2, Nikki Ng from the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 3, Alexandra Sichitu of the Super Sharks. I'm sorry, I struggle over that one. Lane 4, Madeline Oliver of White Rock. Lane 5, Tiffany Ho of the Ladner Stingrays. Lane 6, Kaylee Gagne of the North Shore Winter Club. Lane 7, Kenzie MacArthur of Campbell River. And lane number 8 will be Olivia Hollingsworth as soon as they are whistled into the water. Here we go. There is that whistle. Swimmers are in the water, and let's see what happens as we do the B final for the girls. OCAT 1 50-meter backstroke. They're underway in lanes 4 with the early lead right beside her in lane 5. We've got Madeline Oliver in lane 4. We have Tiffany Ho in lane 5, both from the Fraser South region. Oliver and Ho are going to be the first to get to the bulkhead, or is lane number 2's Nikki Ng going to do it? Nikki Ing making the turn. Also, we've got a swimmer in lane number 6. Lane number 6 is Kaylee Gagnier from the North Shore Winter Club. The lead undeniably belonging to lane number 4. That is Madeline Oliver from White Rock. She is just cruising along, going for a stroll on the White Rock Pier. It's going to bring her to a first place finish in lane number 4. That is Madeline Oliver from White Rock, a time of 41.76. Second place going to go to lane number 5, a time of 42.87. That is Tiffany Ho of the Ladner Stingrays. And the third place position, lane number 6, Kaylee Gagnier of the North Shore Winter Club. We'll move on next as they are going to clear the pool as the final swimmer. In lane number 8 is Olivia Hollingsworth from Mission. She finishes the race, and now they clear the pool. Time to bring in the next race. In lane number 1 will be Audrey Soti from Cloverdale. Lane number 2 will be Coco G from the Vikings. Lane 3 will be Josephine Soti of Cloverdale. Lane number 4, Selena Jiang from White Rock. Lane number 5 will be Rowan Vincent of Nanaimo. Lane 6, Ella Khan of Cloverdale. Lane 7, Caitlin Fowler of the Ladner Stingrays. And Ladner Stingrays, yep. And lane number 8, Selena Wang from the Surrey Sea Lions. There is that whistle I spoke of, jumping into the water, up, grabbing onto the blocks. There's the second whistle. There is the start. Swimmers are underway of this 50-meter backstroke race. For the girls, OCAT 1, this is for the hardware, this is for the medals, this is for placement. With the lead in lane number 4, that is the top seed, that is Selena Jiang from White Rock. She has a slight lead over Rowan Vincent from the Nanaimo White Rapids. The two of them are the first to hit the bulkhead and make the turn, and also emerging from the water. It's really tightly bunched for 3rd, 4th, 5th, but pulling ahead from the rest of the pack is Selena Jiang from White Rock. She is holding off all charges. The gold medal is going to go to Selena. Well done, Selena. What is your time going to be? It is 34.73 for Selena Jiang for the gold medal. Silver medal in lane number 5 is Rowan Vincent from Nanaimo. And the bronze medal in lane number 6, Ella Khan from Cloverdale. Next up, we're going to move on to the boys OCAT 1 50-meter backstroke. This is going to be the B final. In lane number 1, we will have Jerry Ling from the Mantas. Lane number 2, we'll have Thomas Kian of White Rock. Lane 3, Jerry Ling. Lane 4, Thomas Kian. Lane 5, Ryder Modi. And lane number 6, Marcus Say from the Mantas. Waiting on a whistle. We'll see if we'll get that soon. They've cleared the pool. Swimmers get out of the way. Guys, they kind of need to do that for the officials. And off to the podium was our last swimmer there out of the pool. And there we go. 4 boys getting into the water. 4 boys going to race. They're going to race 50 meters of backstroke. These are the boys of Category 1. This is the B final, the consolation final. They're underway, they hit the water, clean start, great jump in lane number 6. Will it translate into something? Swimming hard, the strokes pulling ahead into an ever so slight lead. That is Thomas Kian in lane number 4. The right beside him and pulling ahead a little bit now, I'd say, is Ryder Modi from the Stingrays from Fort St. John. You have Modi and you have Kian in lanes 5 and 4. They hit the bulkhead, make their turn. Underwaters emerge from the water and a great push there. And the lead comes to Kian in lane number 4. Will he hold on to that lead? It's a really good turn. It's amazing what that can result in. Turns are so very important in these races. Kian trying to hold off a challenge there, but is Modi. Modi trying to catch up to Kian. Kian and Modi between lanes 4 and 5. What will the touch be? Lane 4 with the touch time of 44.97 in first place. That is Kian. Second place in lane number 5, Ryder Modi, just behind him at 45.05. Third place in lane number 3, Jerry Ling and Marcus Say, time of 53.33. All of the swimmers taking off time from what they did this morning. Actually, Kian wins that, and he added some time, so wow, he really had a good time this morning. We're going to move on to the A final for the boys OCAT 1 50-meter backstroke. In lane number 1 will be Wolf Schofield from Juanifico. Lane 2, Ivan Lipnitsky from Hope. Lane number 3, King Key Nee from White Rock. Lane 4, Derek Siang, Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 5, Matthew Friesen of the Ladner Stingrays. Lane 6, Jim Gia from White Rock. Lane 7, Tim Guo from White Rock. And lane number 8, J-Ron Prihar from the Surrey Sea Lions. Starter saw or heard something that he didn't like, so he asked the swimmers to step down. We're going to clear the pool. And the reason they're doing this is they, with the backstroke, of course, the first whistle takes you into the water, and the second whistle is what gets you over to the starter. Whereas when you're on the blocks, you've got that first whistle is what takes you onto the blocks, but you're not in the water. So oftentimes you'll see them they want to do the complete cycle of both whistles and then over to the starter. It's easier to do when you're on the blocks. Of course, in the backstroke, the first whistle takes you into the water. Sometimes during preliminary heats, they'll just tell the swimmers there's only going to be one more whistle if they do have to sort of settle them down. So but we're going to go for the finals here. We're going to go both whistles. There is the first whistle, and it's time for a second whistle. They are underway here in this 50 meters. This is our final 50-meter race of the day, to be honest with you. So here we go. This is for the medals. In lane number 4 with the lead, that is Derek Siang from the Coquitlam Sharks. He's the first to hit the bulkhead, making the turn into the final 25 meters. Derek Siang of the Coquitlam Sharks holding off the challenger in lane number 5. Matthew Friesen of the Ladner Stingrays trying to pull ahead here with his strokes. It is Yang trying to hold off Friesen and Yang. It's going to come down to the touch, as it has so many times today already. I've said that so many times, I'm on repeat. The touch goes to lane number 4. That is Derek Siang of the Coquitlam Sharks with a time of 36.87. He gets the gold medal. The silver medal going to lane number 5. Matthew Friesen of the Ladner Stingrays. Bronze medal going to lane number 6. That is Jim Gia from White Rock. All right, we are going to move on now to our 100-meter backstroke races. These are the girls of Division 4. This will be the B final. In lane number 1 is Imogen Cowan from Nelson. Lane number 2, Brianne Gustafson from Mission. Lane 3, Kendall Zawadski from Colville. Lane number 4 is Sophia Lemaire from the Kigus. Lane number 5, Kara Yun of the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 6, Abigail Wave, Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 7 is Lindsay Kent of the Vikings. And lane number 8, Victoria Pennington of Penticton. All right, the lead right now in lane number 5. We have Kara Yun of the Coquitlam Sharks. She pretty much makes the turn simultaneously with lane number 4, Sophia Lemaire. It is Yun and it is Lemaire and also Zawadski. Yun, Lemaire, and Zawadski in lanes 5, 4, and 3. Trying to catch up to them in lane number 6. We have Abigail Way also of the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane number 4 is Sophia Lemaire, tries to pull ahead just a little bit. Let's see what happens on the turn. Push off the bulkhead. Lemaire still with that just slight lead. Is her stroke going to be, her strokes going to be strong enough to maintain that lead? Or is Yun in lane 5 going to overtake her? Or will it be Zawadski of Colville? Right now it is Yun and it is Lemaire. It is Lemaire and it is Yun, and it is Yun in lane number 5 with the win, a time of 1:14.85. Second place going to lane number 4, Sophia Lemaire of the Kigus. And third place going to lane number 3, Kendall Zawadski from Colville. Means it's time for the A final for the girls Division 4 100-meter backstroke. In lane number 1 will be Abigail Skinder of the Kudas. Lane 2, Miriam Hickey of the Abbotsford Whalers. Lane 3, Brooklyn Berkey of Kimberley Seahorses. Lane number 4, Tegan Murray of the Ogapogos. Lane number 5, Autumn Griffith Doyle of Revelstoke. Lane 6, Faye Dryden of the Oak Bay Orcas. Lane 7, Michelle Lee of the Mantas. And lane number 8 is Alex Ewell of the Kigus. Swimmer's been whistled into the water. First whistle done. Let's wait for the second whistle. There it is. And they're underway. Swimmers are in the water. They haven't all surfaced yet, and they've all surfaced. Great jump in the underwaters in lane number 4. Tegan Murray of the Ogapogos with the lead, coming up to the wall right beside her in lanes 3 and 5. In 3 is Berkey, in 5 is Griffith Doyle. They've made the turn here. 25 meters is complete. Extending the lead right now is Murray in lane number 4. She is about 3/4 of a body length ahead of the closest swimmer behind her. That would be lane number 5, Griffith Doyle. And also we've got swimming strong now, pulling into third place in lane number 6 is Faye Dryden from the Oak Bay Orcas. We've got lanes 4, 5, and 6, Murray, and then Griffith Doyle, and then Dryden. Murray in lane 4 extending her lead. She has her mindset. She wants a gold medal. She's not going to let anybody take that away from her. She makes the turn against the bulkhead and is on the home stretch. Tegan Murray from the Ogopogos just extending that lead. Tegan Murray, nobody's going to take that away from her. So what's going to happen for silver and bronze? Silver right now is being held by lane number 5. That is Autumn Griffith Doyle. Gold medal, a time of 1:07.97. Almost a meet record, but not quite. Tegan Murray in lane number 4 with the gold. The silver is going to lane number 5. That is Autumn Griffith Doyle. The bronze in lane number 3. That is Brooke Berkey. And she just out-touched Faye Dryden of the York Bay Orcas by 0.14. Really close race there for the silver and bronze medals. And then we've got a swimmer at 1:11.50 as well in lane number 2. Almost found their way onto the podium. Really close between basically 2nd and 5th place there in that race. We'll move on now to the boys of Division 4 100-meter backstroke. This will be the B final first. In lane number 1 will be Heath Martin Barnes of North Delta. Lane 2 will be Tristan Courier of the Super Sharks. Lane 3 will be Lincoln Faulkner of Grand Forks. Lane 4, Nicholas Matheson of the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 5, Cruz Slanzi of Merritt. Lane 6, Sebastian Johnson of Castlegar. Lane 7, Vince Birkenbosch of Revelstoke. And lane number 8 will be Kieran Walsh of Cloverdale. Looks like we had a clean start there. All swimmers are in the water and underway. Quick jump there in lane number 4 by the top seed in this race. This is the B final. Lane number 4 is Nicholas Matheson of the Coquitlam Sharks. But pulling ahead now with the strokes in lane 2, that's Tristan Courier of the Super Sharks. He was the first to hit the bulkhead and had a really good turn. Emerges from the turn still with that lead he'd had off of his strokes. Does he have the gas to hold on to it for the full 100 meters? As one of the other swimmers held something in reserve. Emerging now with the lead in lane 4, that is Nick Matheson of the Coquitlam Sharks. He'll be the first to complete the first half of this race in lane number 4. He makes his turn, but another great turn there in lane number 2 by Courier of the Super Sharks. Courier and Matheson. Courier in 2, Matheson in 4. It's 1 and 2 for those two, and being pursued in lane number 3. Lane 3 is Lincoln Faulkner of Grand Forks. He's trying to join in on the fun there and catch up to those two. First to hit the bulkhead there for the final turn. Great turn again. Really strong turns by Tristan Courier. Can he maintain that lead that he does have coming out of that final turn? Tristan Courier trying to extend that lead, holding off a charge by lane number 4, Nick Matheson. And we have Lincoln Faulkner in lane number 3. Matheson pulls ahead with the strokes, but he doesn't quite get the touch. The touch goes to lane number 2, Tristan Courier, with a time of 1:14.62. Second place going to Nicholas Matheson in lane 4, time of 1:14.73. And third place going to lane number 3, Lincoln Faulkner, time of 1:16.38. It's time for us to give out some more medals. We have the A final coming up now for the boys Division 4 100-meter backstroke. It'll be in lane number 1, Keenan Gander of Haney. Lane number 2 will be Daniel Lynn of the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 3, Isaac Asselstein of Merritt. Lane 4, Ryan McMillan of Penticton. Lane 5 will be Adrian Wong of the Vikings. Lane 6 will be Will Wu, also of the Vikings. Lane number 7 will be Ethan Rimmel of North Shore Winter Club. And lane number 8, Frank Guo of the Mantas. We're underway, swimming for some hardware here. These are the boys of Division 4. We had a clean start from my eye, but my eye's not always the best. I wear contacts. In lanes 4 and 5 with the lead. In lane 4, that is the lead belonging to Ryan McMillan of Penticton. Right beside him in lane number 5 is Adrian Wong. McMillan, his seed time from preliminaries this morning was a full 3.5, almost 4 seconds faster than the closest competitors, but will that translate into a gold medal? The indications are pretty good after the first 50 meters are complete. Ryan McMillan of Penticton comes to the ball and he makes the turn. Second place position belonging to lane number 5. That's Adrian Wong of the Vikings. Third place currently in lane number 6 is Will Wu of the Vikings as well. Ryan McMillan of Penticton extending his lead in lane number 4. Let's see what sort of time he can come up with. His time this morning is 1:06.71. The meet record is 1:04.16, set 2 years ago here by Nate Truong. In this same pool, in these same waters, probably about the same time in the afternoon too. What will Ryan McMillan of Penticton have for a time here? The gold medal is going to be his. That is without doubt. What's in doubt is his time, and it will be 1:04.70. Not quite a meet record, but a great swim by him. Silver medal going to lane number 5 is Adrian Wong in the Vancouver Vikings, and the bronze medal is lane number 6. That is Will Wu, also from the Vancouver Vikings. So a couple guys from the Vikings on the podium and somebody from Penticton.
I'm good now.
All right, we're going to move on now to the girls' Division 5 100-meter backstroke. I'll go through the swimmers now. In lane 1 will be Emma Watson of Prince George Pisces. Lane number 2, Kenna Johnson of the Abbotsford Whalers. Lane 3, Caitlin Connolly of the Marlins. Lane number 4, Oriana Singh Miao Lee of the Vikings. Lane 5, Brenna Coogan of Cowichan Valley. Lane 6, Kira Stevenson of the Marlins. Lane 7, Taylor Sato of North Delta. And lane number 8 will be Amelia Wright of the Kelowna Ogapogos. Swimmers have been cleared out of the water now. Referee's got the whistle in his mouth, means he's ready to blow it. There it is. Swimmers are whistled into the water. And away they go. Everybody's underwater, and they all pop up now. Lead belonging to lane number 4. Lane 4 is Oriana Singh Mao Lee from the Vancouver Vikings. We're pushing hard in lanes 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness, lane number 1, Emma Watson from the Prince George Pisces is the first to hit the bulkhead and make the turn. Will the turn be strong? It is. She still emerges from the turn. Emma Watson in lane 1 of the Pisces with the lead still. She is trying to hold off challenges in lanes number 4, 3, and 2. Well, pretty much all the lanes. Everybody's challenging. But the lead still ever so slightly belongs to Watson. 50 meters is complete. Watson was not the first to touch the wall with her feet, but let's take a look here. Lead coming out of the turn. We've got lane number 5 now. Brenna Coogan from the Cowichan Valley Breakers had a great turn at the 50-meter mark now. She has the lead, trying to hold off everybody else. Watson still swimming strong from the Prince George Pisces over in lane number 1. Coogan comes out of the turn off the bulkhead there. She still has the lead, holding off Lee in lane number 4, Connolly in lane number 3. Connolly in lane number 3 now, trying to backstroke her way past the other 2 swimmers as they come out of the final flags here. They have 5 meters left to go. The lead now is Lee in lane number 4. Will she be the first to touch? She is indeed. Lee in lane 4, time of 1:13.51. Second place in lane number 5, just 4/100ths of a second behind her is Coogan. And the third place position in lane number 3, Caitlin Connolly from the Marlins. It's time for us to move on to the medals now for the girls of Division 5 100-meter backstroke. In lane 1 will be Ever Klassen of the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 2, Reggie Weeb of Mission. Lane 3, her teammate beside her, Anna Scott, also of Mission. Lane 4, Madeline Scarth of White Rock. Her teammate from White Rock in lane number 5, Simran Rai. In lane number 6, Maxine Seeley of the North Shore Winter Club. Lane 7, Madeline Hobgood of Revelstoke. And lane number 8, Paige Asselstein of Merritt. Here we're just waiting to get a whistle here. Paperwork going on with the officials before we can get that whistle here. Pause for a moment. These swimmers have been whistled into the water. We are ready to go. Confusion has been solved. And there we go. Swimmers are in the water and underway. Great jump there in lane number 4. That's the top seed. That is Madeline Scarth. Her seed time was 1:09.95, exactly a second ahead of the second fastest seed, which was her teammate beside her in lane number 5, Simran Rai of White Rock. Her seed time was 1:10.95 from their swims this morning. Good turn off the bulkhead, still with the lead in lane number 4. That's Madeline Scarth of White Rock, holding off her teammate Simran Rai beside her in lane number 5, and at her heels in lane number 3 is Anna Scott from Mission, and her teammate beside her in lane number 2, Reggie Weeb and Ever Klassen of the Coquitlam Sharks, trying to come on strong. The turn has been made as this head into the second half of this 100-meter race. Lead still belonging to Scarth from White Rock. then beside her, Rye. It's almost like they're pacing each other. It is Scarth and it is Rye. Scarth with the lead as they come up to the bulkhead. Scarth makes the turn. She's doing her underwater. She's the first to emerge. She has about one body length lead right now over Rye in lane 5. Madeline Scarth on her way to a gold medal. Nobody's going to catch her at this point. What is her time going to be? Madeline Scarth coming into the wall. She touches at a time of 1:07.05, about a second behind the meet record, but a great swim by Madeline Scarth. She has a gold medal. Silver medal going to lane number 5, Simran Rye, her teammate. So two swimmers from White Rock on the podium, and joining them in lane number 3 will be Anna Scott from Mission with a time of 1:09.93. Well done, ladies. You're on your way to the podium. We're going to have the boys Division 5 100-meter backstroke. We're going to do the Consolation B final first. In lane number 1 will be Ian Wicken of the Vikings. Lane number 2, Kohei Dunnett from Grand Forks. Lane number 3, Aiden Natsubo Pap from Salt Spring Stingrays. Lane 4 is Nicholas Furno from North Delta. Lane 5, Jordan Longmuir from Haney. Lane 6 will be Owen Larson of Quesnel. Lane 7, Boris Zhang from the Mantas. And lane number 8 will be Owen Buffett as he jumps into the water with the rest of the crew there, and he's from Mission. We're underway. Swimmers have jumped, and a great jump there in lane number 7. Boris Zhang from the Mantas exploded off of the blocks there. Will be able to turn that into a great race. We shall see. Really strong backstroke strokes, pulling ahead now in lanes 3 and 4. Lane 3 is Aiden Natsubo Pap from Salt Spring. Lane 4, Nicholas Furno from North Delta. They are the ones that make the turn, and a really good strong turn there in lane number 2 is Kohei Dunnett from Grand Forks. The lead does belong to lane 4, the top seed in this race, Nicholas Furno from North Delta. But right beside him, basically at his rib cage, is Aiden Natsubo Pap from the Salt Spring Stingrays. Making the turn in the second 50 meters. That is Furno in lane 4, Natsubo Pap in lane 3, Dunnett in lane 2, and pushing hard to catch up to the pack in lane number 7 is Boris Zhang from the Mantas. He had that great start, and he wants to make that stronger. Coming up to the bulkhead to make the turn now, final 25 meters underway for the leader in lane number 4, Nicholas Furno from North Delta, trying to hold off Aiden Natsubo Pap from the Salt Spring Island Stingrays. It is Furno and it is Natsubo Pap. I think Furno's going to be able to hold on to it unless Pap just all of a sudden sprints, but no, it is going to be Furno. He took a quick peek to see where the wall is. He is in first place at a time of 1:09.20, took 2 seconds off of what he did this morning. Second place in lane number 3, Aiden Natsubo Pap from Salt Spring Stingrays. Third place in lane number 2, that is Kohei Dunnett from Grand Forks, which means it's time for us to get another medal round going into the water. This will be the boys Division 5 100-meter backstroke medal round. A final in lane number 1 will be Daniel Jinyu Wang from White Rock. Lane 2, Eric Ding of the Oak Bay Orcas. Lane number 3, Peter Morch of Nanaimo. Lane 4, Angela McCarrick from the Marlins. Lane 5, Colton Tebbett of Mission. Lane 6, Michael Bredden of the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 7, Elvis Wang of White Rock. And lane number 8 will be Sean Fisher of Quesnel. There is that whistle. 100 meters is all that separates 3 of these young men from finding their way onto the podium. Well, 100 meters and the fastest swims. Great jump in lane number 4. That is Angela McCarrick from the Marlins. He exploded off the blocks, and he just flew through the air. You don't see many guys catch that much air on the backstroke jump. So that is Angela McCarrick in lane number 4. He makes the first turn off the bulkhead, emerges from the water still with the lead. Really good turn in lane number 3. Right beside McCarrick in lane 3 is Peter Morch of Nanaimo. Beside him is Eric Ding from Nanaimo in lane number 2. And swimming strong with his strokes in lane number 5 is Colton Tebbett of Mission. McCarrick does the suicide turn in lane number 4, not the usual turn that most swimmers do. Angela McCarrick in lane number 4. He is being pushed hard now in lane number 5. Colton Tebbett from Mission is on a mission. He is trying to catch up to Angela McCarrick beside him in lane number 4, and I think he's doing it. McCarrick there does the turn. Colton Tebbett does the turn. McCarrick emerges first. But what's going to happen when it comes down to the stroke portion? We have McCarrick, we have Tebbett. McCarrick trying to distance himself. Tebbett won't go away, but I don't think there's enough pool left. The first touch will go to McCarrick. Time of 1:03.11. Gold medal going to Angela McCarrick. Silver medal going to lane number 5. That is Colton Tebbett. And the bronze medal going to lane number 3, Peter Morch of the Nanaimo White Rapids. We're going to now have the girls Division 6 100-meter backstroke. This will be the B final. In lane number 1 will be Bree Lifesay from the Mantas. Lane number 2, Luella Faulkner of Grand Forks. Lane 3, Isabel Howie of White Rock. Lane 4, Devon Gale of Revelstoke. Lane 5, Maya Kennedy of the Vikings. Lane 6, Naya DePaul of Nanaimo. Lane 7, Abby McDowell of Courtney. And lane number 8 is Sarah Yun from the Coquitlam Sharks. Last race, the swimmers have cleared the pool. That means it's time to whistle in the next race of swimmers. Now's the time. There is that whistle. We are ready to go. Moving along nicely here this afternoon. This race is underway. This is the Constellation B final for the girls Division 6 100-meter backstroke. I'd say the early lead is really close right now between everybody. I'm not going to pick a leader because they swim away from me and I can't see who it is. They're going to hit the bulkhead, make the turn now. So close with this. These swimmers are all basically within about a second and a half of each other from the seat times from this morning. Very competitive division here for the 100-meter backstroke. Just a slight lead in lane number 2. I'm going to call it Luella Faulkner from Grand Forks, or is it lane number 5? Maya Kennedy. Every time I put my head down to read a lane and lift my head up, somebody else is in the lead because I think it's lane number 7. Nope, it's still lane number 5, or is it going to be lane number 4? Lane number 7 is Abby McDowell from the Courtney Blue Devils, but pulling off now with the strokes in lane number 5. That is Maya Kennedy from the Vancouver Vikings. Kennedy will be the first to get to the bulkhead to make the turn, head into the final 25 meters, but coming through the underwaters and coming out with the lead, is it going to be lane number 4? There she is, and I think she does have the lead. That is Devon Gale of Revelstoke in lane number 4. We've had lead changes left, right, and center. And coming on strong in lane number 7 again, Abby McDowell going to come down to the touch. Touch goes to lane number 4, time of 1:11.19. That is Devon Gale right behind her at 1:11.54 in lane number 7, Abby McDowell from Courtney. Third place at 1:11.94 in lane number 3 is Isabel Howie. 1:11.19, 1:11.54, 1:11.94. That was amazing. I told you they're tightly bunched together, as are these next group of ladies. In lane number 1 will be Cheyenne Corbet from Grand Forks. Lane 2, Diane McElwraith from Squamish. Lane 3 will be Haley Chen from the Vikings. Lane 4, Emma Lawson of White Rock. Lane 5, Olivia Roschat from North Delta. Lane 6, Zoe Johnson of the Salt Spring Island Stingrays. Lane 7, Megan Hoshizaki from Revelstoke. And lane number 8 is Shani Josie from White Rock. This is for the medals. This is for the hardware. This is for the podium placements for the girls of Division 6. And we are underway again. I say that a lot. I'll stop. Swimmers are going along their early lead in lane number 5. Lane 5, that is Olivia Roschat holding off the strokes, but pulling ahead with the strokes, that is Emma Lawson. The top seed, her seed time was 1:08.81. She was about 0.9 of a second faster than Roschat, but we'll see what that translates to as we head into the finals. Emma Lawson, that's a very smooth backstroke. Emma Lawson, beautiful swimmer there. She's about to come up to make her turn heading into the final 50 meters. Lawson, the first to make the turn. Second place to make the turn in lane number 5 is Olivia Roschat from North Delta. We have Lawson and Roschat. Third place belonging to lane number 6, Zoe Johnson from the Salt Spring Island Stingrays. Lawson extending her lead as she comes up to the bulkhead to make the turn. She only has 25 meters separating her from another gold medal. Emma Lawson from White Rock. She is coming along here, no doubt about it. Gold medal belongs to her. Who is going to get the silver? Who's going to get the bronze? Right now, the silver position belonging to Olivia Roschat. What will Lawson's time be? Lawson coming up, touches the wall time of 1:03.52. That is unofficially a new meet record, breaking her own record she set 1 year ago in Coquitlam. Congratulations, Emma. Silver medal going to lane number 5. That is Olivia Roschat. And the bronze medal going to lane number 3. That is Haley Chen. Her time of 1:07.78. right, the boys of Division 6 have jumped into the pool. This is going to be the B consolation final. In lane number 1, we have Daniel Lakowski of the Kigus. Lane 2, Peyton Jenkinson of the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 3, Aaron Thompson of Boundary Bay. Lane 4, Gavin Hooverman of the Marlins. Lane 5, Carter Stevens of the Marlins as well. Lane 6 is Caden Cook of Castlegar. Lane 7, Lucas Ewell of the Kigus. And lane number 8 is Joel Harris of the Dawson Creek Seals of the Caribou. We've got an early lead in lane number 2. Peyton Jenkinson of the Sydney Piranhas, but right with him in lanes 4 and 5. Lane 4, Gavin Hooverman. Lane 5, Carter Stevens. Hooverman will be the first to touch the wall and make the turn after the 50-meter mark. Gavin Hooverman of the Marlins, Carter Stevens of the Marlins as well. In lane number 5, Peyton Jenkinson of the Piranhas in lane 2. And pushing to catch up to that group in lane number 7 is Lucas Ewell of the Richmond Kigus. But really right now it is between Hooverman and Stevens in lanes 4 and 5. And I would say Jenkinson as well in lane number 2. Hooverman, Stevens, and Jenkinson into the final 25 meters of their race. They're going for 1, 2, and 3. Hooverman's with just a slight lead right now over Stevens in lane 5. Hooverman is in 4. Teammates going to finish 1 and 2. Gavin Hooverman's in lane 4 with a time of 1:06.16. His teammate Carter Stevens beside him in lane number 5 with a time of 1:06.29. Third place going to lane number 2, Peyton Jenkinson of the Sydney Piranhas with a time of 1:07.35. Coming up soon now, we're going to have the boys Division 6 100-meter backstroke jump into the water, and they're going to be swimming for some medals for the podium. In lane number 1 will be Justin Lee of the Kudas. Lane number 2, Jack Studley of the Vikings. Lane number 3 is Matthew Bushel of Seminarm. Lane number 4 is Ernest Hopshinkan of the Vikings. Lane number 5 is Halden Craig of the City Piranhas. Lane number 6 will be Cole Hackman of the Marlins. Lane number 7 is Davis Timko and lane number of the Vancouver Vikings. Lane number 8 will be Cassian Chen of the Mantas. Swimmers are into the water here, set to go, and they're underway. Good jump there in lane number 5. That is Halden Craig from the Sydney Piranhas, but pushing ahead from the underwaters there, and the strokes in lane number 4, Ernest Hopshinkan of the Vancouver Vikings. They are the first two to make the turn. Who's going to emerge here from first from the water? Great turn there in lane number 3. Lane 3 is Matthew Bushel from Salmon Arm. Who does the lead belong to? Is so close right now between lanes 3, 4, and 5, especially between 4 and 5. That's Hopshinkan in 4 and Craig in 5. They say, wow, 29.09 and 29.11. That's too close to call with the naked eye, I'll tell you that right now. And my eyes have contacts on them. They're not naked. In lane 4 is Ernest Hopshinkan. He has the lead as they approach the bulkhead. They're making the turn into the final 25 meters. Hopshinkan in lane number 4. Halden Craig in lane number 5. And in lane number 3, we have Matthew Bushel. Hopshinkan extending that lead just a little bit. He's not going to let Craig catch him, I don't believe, for the gold medal. Hopshinkan wants another medal. He's had lots in his career, and he gets another one, a time of 1 minute, .06. That is unofficially a new meet record, breaking the previous record set 18 years ago by Randall Kraut. Or is it Randall Kraft? I crossed out a name there. Ernest Hopshinkan with a new meet record for the gold medal time, 1 minute, .06. Silver medal going to lane number 5, Halden Craig, a time of 1 minute, .71. And the bronze medal in lane number 3, that is Matthew Bushel, a time of 1:01.79. Well done, gentlemen, and congratulations to Ernest Hopshinkan from the Vancouver Vikings. As we hit the girls' vote category 2, we switch things around as has been the case so far in the meet. We're going to do the A final first. This race is for the medals. This is event 235, girls OCAT 2, 100-meter backstroke. I'll get to the swimmers' names here when they start, and then I'll describe the race. You know, all that sort of fun stuff. Here we go. In lane number 1 is Jordan Patrick of Haney. Lane 2, Ashley Bagaboyu from Kamloops. Lane number 3, Jenny Zhu of the Mantas. Lane 4, Cassidy Gray of Coquitlam. Lane 5, Kira Wong of the Mantas. Lane 6, Lahela Clark of Wandafuca. Lane 7, Maya Carrier of Nanaimo. And lane number 8, Faith Kahn of Cloverdale. Nice to see Lahela Clark is in the water, and it wasn't an injury that kept her out of an earlier race. She was obviously saving her energy for this race. With the lead right now in lane number 4, we have Cassidy Gray of the Coquitlam Sharks. She has finished 50 meters of the race, makes the turn, heading into the second 50 meters of this 100 meters. This is for the medals, and a great underwater there in lane number 5. That is Kira Wong from the Mantas. She is trying to catch up to Cassidy Gray in lane number 4. It is Gray and it is Wong, but Gray is holding her off so far. Gray makes the turn at the bulkhead, heading into the final 25 meters. Cassidy Gray in lane number 4. Kiera Wong in lane number 5. What is the race like right now for third place? Right now, I'd say the lead ever so slightly belongs to lane number 3. That is Jenny Zhu holding on to the third place, the bronze medal position. But pulling ahead of her now is Ashley Bagabuyu from Kamloops in lane number 2. Gold medal goes to lane number 4, Cassidy Gray, the Coquitlam Sharks, time of 1:04.98. Just missing the previous meet record, which was 1:04.75. The silver medal going to lane number 5. That is Kiera Wong. Time of 1:06.54, and the bronze medal going to Ashley Bagaboyu with a time of 1:10.07 in lane number 2. We're going to now have the B final for the girls OCAT 2 100-meter backstroke. In lane number 1 will be there will be nobody in lane number 1. In lane number 2, that will be Alicia Henderson from Nanaimo. In lane number 3, Sophia Howie of White Rock. Let's start that over. Here we go in lane number 2, Alicia Henderson of Nanaimo. Lane number 3, Sophia Howie of White Rock. Lane 4, Em McGowan of the Campbell River Salmon Kings. Lane number 5, Anna Pendergast from Nanaimo. Lane number 6, Savannah Luke from the Campbell River Salmon Kings. And lane number 7 is Sandra Vasile from White Rock. They've completed 25 meters. That's the first quarter mark of this 100-meter race. The lead's so close right now. There's 3 swimmers tied right now in lanes 3, 4, and 5. I would say the lead just belongs just by a little bit in lane number 3. That is Sophia Howie from White Rock. We're trying to pull ahead in 4 and 5 is McGowan in 4 and Pendergast in 5. Pendergast is going to be the first to get the wall and make the turn there in lane number 5. What will happen after the underwaters? It's so close right now between Pendergast and McGowan and Howie, especially between Pendergast and McGowan. Pendergast is in 5, McGowan is in lane 4. McGowan from Campbell River, Pendergast from Nanaimo. You still have the 3 of those young ladies in lanes 3, 4, and 5 making the turn now in the bulkhead, making the final turn into the final 25 meters. Sophia Howie from White Rock in lane 3, Em McGowan in lane number 4 from Campbell River, and Anna Pendergast from Nanaimo in lane number 5. Pulling ahead just by a little bit in lane number 4. That's Em McGowan of Campbell River trying to hold off her island teammate. Is she going to do it? Anna Pendergast, is she pulling ahead? I think Pendergast is going to take this. Pendergast in lane number 5, a time of 1:19.43. In first place, second place in lane number 4 is Em McGowan in lane number 4. Yep. And third place in lane number 3, Sophia Howie from White Rock. Moving on to the boys of OCAT 2 100-meter backstroke. Oh, I'm sorry, we're not moving on yet because we still have one more swimmer in the pool. That is my apologies. My mouth gets ahead of my brain sometimes. Coming in here now, this is Sandra Vasile from White Rock. She's coming in, getting to do the touch here, and she hits in at a time of 1:50.50. She's adding just a little bit onto what she did this morning. Congratulations, lady, another race in the books. All right, now it's time to move on to the boys of O Category 2 100-meter backstroke. This will be the A final. Up first in lane number 1 will be Sam Sutherland of Courtney. Lane 2, Josh Nygaard of the Kigus. Lane 3, Owen Turnacliffe of the Mantas. Lane 4, Nick Kennedy of the Kigus. Lane 5, Tommy Chung of the Mantas. Lane 6, Justin Mazzulli of Wanafuka. Lane 7, Andrew Kwan from the Super Sharks. And lane number 8, Darren C. of the Vancouver Vikings. Go. This is the medal race for the boys of Category 2 100-meter backstroke. Early lead belonging to lane number 5. That is Tommy Chung from the Mantas. Chung in 5 and Kennedy in 4, your top 2 seeds for the medal round. Chung and Kennedy hit the wall at about the bulkhead at about the same time. You've got Kennedy emerging first up out of the water, and right beside him still is Tommy Chung. Kennedy and Chung in 1 and 2. The real race right now, well, it's still a real race for 1 and 2, but pulling ahead in lane 4 is Nicholas Kennedy of the Kigus, who's going to end up with the bronze medals. Much closer bunch there for the bronze medal position. One of those 3 swimmers is going to be on the podium, and 2 of them are not. Pulling ahead in lane number 4, Nicholas Kennedy. He is your top seed. He had a seed time of 1:05.41, which was about 3.5 seconds faster than his closest competitor. He's on the home stretch now. Nicholas Kennedy in lane number 4 from the Richmond Kigus has his mind set on a gold medal, and that is where he's going to find himself on top of the podium. Who's going to be beside him and in what positions? Looks like the silver medal is going to go to Tommy Chung in lane number 5. Kennedy's time was 1:05.19. Second place, Tommy Chung for the silver medal, a time of 107.96, and the bronze medal in lane number 6, that's Justin Mazzulli from the Wanapeka Royals, a time of 109.88. So we had Kennedy, Chung, and Mazzulli, lanes 4, 5, and 6 in positions 1, 2, and 3. That race is complete, meaning it's time for the B final now for the boys of OCAT 1, 100-meter backstroke. In lane number 1, we're going to have Ethan Marshall of Castlegar. In lane number 2, Leyland Bullen of Penticton. Lane 3, Josh Say from the Mantas. Lane number 4, Joseph Ye from the Kugus. Lane number 5 is Abihara Sidhu from the Mantas. Lane number 6, Victor Zheng of White Rock. And lane number 7, Nicholas Friesen from the Ladner Stingrays. Waiting to whistle them into the pool, and I think that's going to happen here shortly as we clear the swimmers. Do I see somebody going to be going into lane number 1? I don't see somebody beside that block, so we might not have Ethan Marshall from Castlegar in this race. Nope, I don't see him jumping in, so lane number 1 will sit empty during this race. One, occupied 1, and we're going to have nobody in lane number 8, but nobody was supposed to be in lane number 8, so not to worry. Or swimmers being cleared from the pool, so maybe they found that swimmer that's supposed to be in here. Now, these are the OCAT 2 boys. Some of them are coaches, and so they are self-marshalling. So I'm not sure if somebody showed up late to the party. Maybe it's going to be Ethan Marshall from Castlegar that we've been looking for. We'll take a look here in just a second. All right, no new swimmers joined the party, so I'm not sure what the delay was there, but here we go. We're underway. Here they go. Early lead, the jump so close right now between lanes 5 and 4. We've got Sidhu in 5 and Ye in 4. Sidhu from the Mantas and Ye from the Kigus. I'd say that Ye from the Kigus is pulling ahead there, and he might be the first to make the turn against the bulkhead. We'll see who emerges here, push off the wall. Yes, indeed, it is Ye from the Kigus in lane number 4. Sidhu from the Mantas right beside him, and coming on hard in lane number 3 is Joseph Say from the Mantas. Joshua, you've got a Joseph swimming right beside you, and I misread the names. It is Joseph Ye from the Kigus with the lead as they head into the final 50 meters. Second and third place is getting much closer than it was before. We've got Abhiharaj Sidhu in lane number 5. We've got Joshua Say from the Mantas in lane number 3. They are both trying to catch Joseph Ye from the Kigus in lane number 4. He is the first to hit the bulkhead and head into the final 25 meters of this 100-meter race. He's bringing it home, a really good push off the wall. He had some acceleration there, and nobody is going to catch him, I don't believe, unless he just decides to stop swimming right about there. But he's going to pull it in there. The win in the consolation final is going to go to Joseph Ye from the Kigus. What's his time going to be? It is 1:16:37, taking about almost 2 seconds off of what he did this morning. Second place in lane number 3, that is Joshua Say from the Mantas, a time of 1:18:40. Third place going to lane number 5, Abhiharaj Sidhu from the Mantas, a time of 1:18:68. All right, girls of Division 7, it's your turn. It's time for us to give you some medals. This is the A final for the girls, Division 7, 100-meter backstroke. In lane number 1 will be Caroline Doe from the Kigus. Lane 2, Claire Howell of the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 3 is Kira Tamagi from the Kudas. Lane number 4, Sarah Lee from Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 5, Freddie Weeb of Mission. Lane 6, Lauren Sartori of the Mantas. Lane 7, Katrina Shikarik from Crescent Beach. And lane number 8, Desiree Wu from the Mantas. And there they go. They are well on their way now, halfway through the first leg of this 100-meter backstroke race. Early lead belonging to lane number 3. That is Kira Tamagi, but swimming hard in lane number 1 is Caroline Doe from the Kigus, trying to keep pace with her. The lead still does belong to lane number 3. Really good underwater there by Tamagi in lane number 3. She's trying to distance herself from the competitor in lane number 4. That is Sarah Lee from the Coquitlam Sharks. Kira Tamagi from the Kudas making the turn. here there in lane number 3, but catching up to her now is Sarah Lee. Is Tamagi going to be able to hold off Lee? Lee and Tamagi for the gold and silver. And bronze medal race is definitely anybody's game at this point between lanes 1, 2, and 5. In 1, you have Caroline Doe, 2, Claire Howell, and 5 is Freddie Weed. 25 meters left to go for the leaders. With the lead right now, that is still Kira Tamagi from the Kudas in lane number 3. She is pushing hard to make sure nobody catches her to find herself on top of the podium. Kira Tamagi from the Kudas, gold medal going to you, young lady. What will your time be? It is 1:07.72. You only took 5 seconds off of what you did this morning. Well done to you. Silver medal going to lane number 4, Sarah Lee, with a time of 1:10.24, and the bronze medal going to lane number 5, a time of 1:11.80. That is Freddie Weed. We're getting ready to whistle in some more swimmers. We're going to have the B final for the girls Division 7 100-meter backstroke. Waiting to clear a few people out of the bleachers here as they do the Kamloops shuffle. Not enough bleacher space to have everybody in here at the same time, that's for sure. There we go, swimmers are in the water. And I'll get to the names here in just a moment. In lane number 2, Natasha Cesario from the North Shore Winter Club. Lane 3, Chloe Nurit from the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 4, Janelle Thomas of Boundary Bay. Lane 5, Serona Leon from Cloverdale. And lane number 6 is Kayla Ewart from the Abbotsford Whalers. Boy, they were underwater for a long time on that one. I wasn't sure who had the lead as they made the first turn there, but that lead definitely belongs to lane number 3. That is Chloe Nurit from the Coquitlam Sharks. She's going to come up and finish 50 meters of this 100-meter race. She makes the turn there in lane number 3. Beside her in lane number 4, we have Janelle Thomas from Boundary Bay. And pushing hard, is Thomas going to be able to overtake Nurit? Is 4 going to pass 3? I think it's happening right now in front of our very eyes. And trying to catch up to them in lane number 5, Serona Leon from Cloverdale. It's so close right now between those 3 swimmers in 3, 4, and 5. Nurit, Thomas, and Leon as they head into the final 25 meters. Thomas trying to hold off Nurit beside her in 3 and Leon in 5. Still Thomas, but Nurit and Leon. Leon pulling ahead just a little bit here right now. I think Leon's going to come out with the win in this consolation final. She does indeed, a time of 1:17.60, taking 2 seconds off what she did this morning. Second place going to lane number 4, Janelle Thomas. Her time was 1:18.29, and third place in lane number 3, Chloe Nurit.
We're back lining up for the start after the first whistle is the boys Div 7 100 backstroke. This is the A final for the medals, and then I'll be telling you who's swimming after we start. And we're underway with the boys Div 7 100 backstroke A final. In lane 1, Tyler McElderly from the Dawson Creek Seals. Lane number 2, Adrian Ng from the Vancouver Vikings. Lane number 3, Benjamin Nichols from the Port Coquitlam Marlins. Lane number 4, Nathan Ho from the Super Sharks. Lane 5, Brendan Cripps from the City Piranhas. Lane 6, Joshua Kim from the Port Coquitlam Marlins. Lane 7, Rylan Burnett from the Salt Spring Stingrays. And lane 8 is Leroy Wang from Port Coquitlam Marlins. And at the 50-meter mark, it looks like Nichols is ahead of Ho. Ho is second. Third would be Brendan Cripps. After the turn, Ho great underwater. However, Cripps looks like he's out with the lead. Ho looking to stay with him, and challenging Ho for second would be Brendan Cripps. Those 3 look like they have secured the podium. However, anything can happen. And as they reach the 75-meter mark, they both 3 turn almost at the same time. Out first, however, is Benjamin Nichols. He's looking to defend his title from last year. Second is Nathan Ho, and third would be Brendan Cripps. And down to the finish by the backstroke flags, Benjamin Nichols looks like he will retain his his crown in the boys 100-meter backstroke with a time of 101.40. Second place would be Nathan Ho with a time of 101.92, and third place would be Brendan Cripps with a time of 1 minute 2.10. So congratulations, boys. Those are your 3 medalists in the boys Div 7 100-meter backstroke. The water, once the referee blows his whistle, will be the B final of the boys Div 7 100 backstroke. There will be, it looks like there is an empty lane 1. Nobody is the main runner for this race. However, every other lane is filled. So we're waiting for the starter to start and for the referee's second whistle. And now the referee has called the starters to step down and get back onto the pool deck. We're not sure what or why, but it should be something because of the water, so we will stand by. Now they're back into the pool, and they're ready to start. The referee gives a second whistle. And we are underway in the B final of the boys Div 7 100-meter backstroke. In lane 2 is Darius Rapp from the Vancouver Vikings. Lane 3 is Wyatt Schneer from the Cloverdale Tritons. Lane 4 is William Mescu from the Crescent Beach Swim Club. Lane 5 is Tyrone Duque Ramalta from the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 6 is Jeremy Felix from the Surrey Sea Lions. Lane 7 is Eric Lavas from the Nanaimo White Rapids. And lane 8 is Paul Postma from the Mission Marlins. And nearing the 50-meter mark, it looks like William Mescu is with the lead. And lane 3s and 5 is close to him for the second and third in the race. That would be Wyatt Schneer in lane 3 and Tyrone Duque Ramalta in lane 5. And it looks like Mescu is going to hold the lead. He's swimming very hard, and he will turn at the 75-meter mark in the first place. Second would be Wyatt Schneer, and third would be Tyrone Duque Ramalta. And Mescu is swimming very hard down the stretch. He knows the first place is his. He will not let anyone take this away from him. Second would be Wyatt Schneer from Cloverdale. And third, it looks like a hard charge from Jeremy Felix from the Surrey Sea Lions. And first is William Mescu. Second would be Wyatt Schneer. And third, from lane 6, is Jeremy Felix from the Surrey Sea Lions. This is the A final for the medals, and we'll be letting you know who is swimming in which lane after the starter starts the race. And we're underway. In lane 1 is Catherine Toy from the White Rock. In lane 2 is Jordan Moore from the NSWC. In lane 3 is Lauren Deal from the Marlins. In lane 4 is Natalia Garock from the Cowichan Valley. In lane 5 is Kate Vanderbeek from Kamloops. In lane 6 is Paige Virgin from the Barracudas. In lane 7 is M. McGibbon from Nanaimo. And in lane 8 is Molly Haney-Corns from the Sydney Piranhas. And at the 50-meter mark, it looks like Garriock from Cowichan Valley is ahead. However, Kate Vanderbeek is very close to her for the first place. Those two will be first and second on the podium. However, who is first and who is second is to be determined. It looks like it's a race for third right now. However, it looks like Lauren Deal is holding strongly onto that third place. She turns, and now into the home stretch is Natalia Garok. She is holding on to first place strongly. Second is Kate Vanderbeek, and third looks like it will be Lauren Deal. They enter into the last 5 meters of the race, and with the touch, it's first place for Natalia Garok with a time of 1 minute 4:91. Second place to Kate Vanderbeek with a time of 1:04.98, and third place is Lauren Deal from the Marlins with a time of 1 minute 8:31. Now this referee has called in the swimmers of the B final of the girls Div 8 100 national in the water. We are waiting the second whistle and the start from the start. And we are underway. In lane 1 is Mackenzie McCord from the Vancouver Vikings. Lane 2 is Sam James from the Haney Neptunes. Lane 3 is Holly Denham from the Ladner Stingrays. Lane 4 is Anna Pfeiffer from the Revelstoke Aqueducts. Lane 5 is Tove Schilds from the Dawson Creek Seals. Lane 6 is Selena Bork from the Oak Bay Orcas. Lane 7 is Megan Scheinger from Rasa. And lane 8 is Alexis Voza from Mission. And after the first turn, it looks very tight. It looks like the race for first is between Denham and Schilds. They're very close to each other. And they're entering into the last 5 meters. At the 50 meter, they both look like they will turn at the same time. It looks like first, however, is Schilds. Second is Denham. And third will be lane 2, Sam James. They're pulling away in the third length of this race. It looks like Schilds is actually distancing herself from Denham. However, she will turn over now to the 75-meter mark, her final turn, and she will blast off for the final. She is currently still in first, Tove Schilds from the Dawson Creek Seals. Second behind her is Holly Denham from the Ladner Stingrays, and third at Holly's feet would be Sam James from the Haney Neptunes. And they're entering into the last 5 meters of the mark of the race, and touching first is Tove Schilds from the Dawson Creek Seals with a time of 1 minute 29. And touching second would be in lane 5, so Tove Schilds from the Dawson Creek Seals, and touching in third would be Sam James from the Haney Neptunes. And there's an unofficial provincial record in lane 3 first, Holly Denham of the Ladner Stingrays, breaking the provincial record of 102.80 set by May Lee in 2014. Her swim was 1 minute 29. Congratulations, Holly. Now waiting for the boys' Div 8 100-meter backstroke. These boys are the fastest swimmers in all of the backstroke event at these year's provincials. Following them will be the freestyle relays of Div 1 through Div 8. Freestyle relays obviously being very exciting as it is the fastest relays of the 3 at provincials. And right now we're waiting for the referee to call in the boys. This is the A final for the medals. And the freestyle relay is very exciting. There's 1 heat per each event. For divisions 1 through 8. And the crowd is applauding the performance from the lifeguards helping one of the swimmers out. Thank you very much, lifeguards, for being here for the swimmers when we need them. And after that, we should be ready for the boys to go into the water. The referee in lane 1 is tightening the lane rope. We will set the lanes for you. In lane 1 is Alan Wang from the Surrey Sea Lions. Lane 2 is Brandon Bronson from the Salt Springs Stingrays. Lane 3 is Byron Wang from the Surrey Sea Lions. Lane 4 is Buzz Malander from the North Shore Winter Club. Lane 5 is Jack Savage from the Kamloops Tsunami. Lane 6 is Ethan Phillips from the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 7 is Cameron Dixon from the Barracudas. And lane 8 is Kevin D from the Mission Marlins. The referee has now called the boys into the starting blocks. They will now assume their starting positions and wait for the second whistle and for the starter signal. And we're underway. The boys known for their very long underwaters, and that is true. Buzz Malander with a very, very long underwater. He bursts out first, and it looks like he will turn first. It looks like turning second at the wall will be lane number 5, Jack Savage. After the underwater, Buzz Malander with another long underwater, but it looks like this time, however, there are challengers for second. That would be Byron Wang and Jack Savage. However, there is a line, and there are a lot of challengers for third place at the 50-meter mark. Buzz Malander with another turn. He is still currently first. In second place at the turn was Byron Wang, and in third place was Jack Savage. Buzz looking like he will distance himself to win the gold. Second place looks like there is a challenger, Ethan Phillips out of lane 6, and Byron Wang out of lane 3. At the turn, Buzz with another long underwater. He is going to be first. Nobody is going to stop him. For second, however, we have challengers. There is Byron Wang and Ethan Phillips. It looks like Ethan Phillips or Byron Wang both will come out second and third. Who will come with the second and who will come with the third? It looks like Buzz Malander won with the time of 55.54. That does break his own provincial record, 56.01 from last year. Congratulations, Buzz. Second place is lane 6, Ethan Phillips, and third place is Byron Wang. So an unofficial provincial record for Buzz Malander, 55.54, breaking his own provincial record from last year of 56.01. Congratulations, Buzz. And now we will be waiting for the referee to send in to whistle the first whistle. That will mark when the swimmers will enter the pool. And we are waiting currently for the previous swimmers to fully clear the pool. And now the referee has whistled in the first whistle for the swimmers to assume their starting positions. Swimmers will now wait for the second whistle and for the starter signal. And now the swimmers are underway for the B final of the boys Div 8 100 backstroke. In lane 1 is Lee Vandenham from the Nanaimo White Rapids. In lane 2 is Travis Neal from the Agassiz Harrison Aquanauts. In lane 3 is Matthew Nasdoli from the Port Moody Aquarians. Lane 4 is Nicholas Lapointe from the Golden Dolphins. Lane 5 is Stephen Moore from the Nanaimo White Rapids. In lane 6 is Paul Frick from Trail. In lane 7 is Chris Gordonson from the Langley Flippers. And lane 8 is Philip Skinner from the Barracudas. At the 50-meter mark turn, it looks like Nicholas Lapointe is first with the time of 38.1 on his split. Second place at the turn will be Matthew Nasdoli with 32.45 on his split. And third place at the turn is lane 5, Stephen Moore with 34.03 at his split. It looks like Nicholas Lapointe is separating himself. He's already turned and underwater for the final leg. Second place behind him is Matthew Nasdoli. And Nasdoli is trying to challenge for a second. He's staying a little bit away from Lapointe's feet. For third, however, we have a challenger. We have a challenger from lane 1. That's Lee Vandenham. He's trying to challenge to try and beat Stephen Moore for third place. First place is Nicholas Lapointe with the time of 103.91. Second place is Matthew Nasdoli with the time of 108.38. And third, all the way from lane 1, is Lee Vandenham from Nanaimo. So congratulations, boys, on a wonderful swim. All right, so now the backstrokes have been completed. We are on to the freestyle relays now. Freestyle relays are very exciting. Obviously, there are a bunch of parents anxiously waiting for their kids to swim. And in the first event of the day for the freestyle relays will be the girls Div 1 200 freestyle relay. I'll set the lanes for you. In lane 1 is Crescent Beach, represented by Lucy Dawson, Madison Beretta, Jessica Pleva, and Isabel Bastian. In lane 2 is the Nanaimo White Rapids, represented by Gabriella Gillespie, Eva Blackburn, Audrey Palmer, and Lila Barbary. In lane 3 is the Salmon Arm Sockeye, represented by Olivia Wharton, Joni Vandergriff, Grace Bushell, and Nicola Lowe. In lane 4 is the Port Moody Aquarians, represented by Zoe Petty, Sarah Cannon, Alicia Bartz, and Everly Housden. In lane 5 is the Coquitlam Sharks, represented by Tessa Hong, Rhea Payment, Sabine Nielsen, Vivienne Lin. In lane 6 is Nelson, represented by Bryn Merritt, Kaylee Cowan, Zara Thompson, and Kayla Canagan. In lane 7 is the Cloverdale Tritons, represented by Yori Che, Lila Garden, Jules Kim, Benna Okier, and in lane 8 is the Mission Marlins, represented by Maya Buffett, Allison McCormick, Noelle Emmons, and Lindsay Johnson. And now the swimmers are on the blocks and ready. The second whistle has been called. We are waiting for the starter signal. And we are underway for the first relay of the day. The girls Div 1 200 freestyle relay. The provincial record is 2 minutes and 29 seconds, .90, set by the Burnaby Barracudas back in 2015 in Saanich. So it looks like bursting out first right now is lane 4. That is Zoe Petty of the Port Moody Aquarians. Second at the wall is very close. However, it looks like a turn from lane 2 with the Nanaimo with Gabriella Gillespie. And third looks like it is Nelson with Bryn Merritt. It looks like she's charging down the lane hard, Zoe Petty, but she's being challenged very hardly by Bryn Merritt. Who will turn first? Will it be Merritt or will it be Petty? Third right now is Gabriella Gillespie. And at the turn, it will be Zoe Petty touching first with a time of 42.91. Second place will be Bryn Merritt with a time of 43.09. And third place will be Gabriella Gillespie with a time of 45.14. So as of now, it looks like the Port Moody Aquarians are fighting for first with Nelson. And it looks like the White Rapids are standing in third, but they are being challenged by the Coquitlam Sharks. Off the turn, it looks like Nelson has broken away for first. That is Kaylee Cowan. And second and third, there are challengers. That is Sarah Cannon being challenged by Rhea Payment. And it looks like those are the three teams heading into the turn. I cannot tell who is going to touch first. However, it looks like Rhea Payment in lane 5. Coquitlam Sharks will touch first. Second will be Kaylee Cowan with Nelson. And third will be lane 4, which is Sarah Cannon with the Port Moody Aquarians. So it looks like, so it looks like Sabine Nielsen has broken far apart. The Coquitlam Sharks are leading after the turn. She's already at the flags, but breaking out and trying to challenge her is the lane above her, which is Alicia Bartz, and she's trying to challenge Sabine Nielsen. However, for third, it looks like right now Nelson is third with Zara Thompson. Sabine Nielsen coming into the turn. She will hand over to Vivienne Lin. She will touch first. And there she goes. She will hand over to Vivienne Lin, the anchor for the Coquitlam Sharks. Second at the touch is the Port Moody Aquarians, Alicia Bartz with a strong swim. She hands over to Everly Housden. And in third place, there are a couple challengers. There is a challenger in lane 3, the Salmon Arm Sockeye with Nicola Lowe. There's Nelson in lane 4 with Kayla Canagan. And lane 8, the Mission Marlins with Lindsay Johnson. It looks like first will be Vivienne Lin. She is swimming strong down the stretch. She will touch first. And it looks like in second place will be Everly Housden. The Port Moody Aquarians will touch second. However, for third, there are a couple challengers right now. It looks like right now for third, Salmon Arm is third right now. Nicola Lowe trying to hold off Lila Barbary above her and trying to hold off Kayla Canagan from Nelson in lane 6 and Lindsay Johnson in lane 8. However, it's going to be close between lane 3 and lane 2. Who touches? It'll be lane 2. So first place is the Coquitlam Sharks. Second place will be the Port Moody Aquarians. And third place from lane 2 will be the Nanaimo White Rapids. Lila Barbary with a fantastic swim to carry the anchor with her and carry her team into third place. And now the referee will clear the pool for the boys Div 1 to begin. Now, we will get freestyle relay. The provincial record was 2 minutes and 32.94, set in 1992 by the Mission Marlins. And here we go. The boys are up on the block. They are ready. It looks like lane 2 is taking... And we're off on the start. In lane 1 is Javon Okindo from the Abbotsford Whalers. Lane 2 is Simon Bork from the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. Lane 3 is Caleb Monroe from the North Delta Sunfish. Lane 4 is the Revelstoke Aqueducts with Hamish Woodman. Lane 5 has the Vancouver Vikings with Eric Meow. Lane 6 has the Mission Marlins with Lucas McCormick. Lane 7 has Squamish Pirates with Samuel Slater. And lane 8 has the Burnaby Barracudas with Rory Mann. And after the first turn, it looks like lane 3 is ahead. That is the North Delta Sunfish. Caleb Monroe with a very, very fast start. It looks like second behind him will be Simon Bork, the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. And third will be lane 4, the Revelstoke Aqueducts with Hamish Woodman. So here comes Monroe. He's going to hand over to Jalen Landry. And second and third is very close. However, second place will be the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. Carlos Lee in the pool for them. And third will be the Revelstoke Aqueducts. Colton O'Neill in the pool with them. So for the Abbotsford Whalers, it's Oliver Carey in the pool with them. The Burnaby Mountain Mantas has Carlos Lee. North Delta Sunfish with Jalen Landry. Revelstoke Aqueducts with Colton O'Neill. Lane 5, the Vancouver Vikings with Jonah Leong. Lane 6, the Mission Marlins with Adam Smith. Lane 7, the Squamish Pirates with Kai Sale. And lane 8, the Burnaby Barracudas with Maxim Ugandi. And after the turn, it looks like all 4 teams bunch at the line. It's between the Burnaby Mountain Mantas, the North Delta Sunfish, the Revelstoke Aqueducts, the Vancouver Vikings, and the Mission Marlins. But it looks like the 3 have broken away. Lane 4, the Revelstoke Aqueducts. Lane 5, the Vancouver Vikings. And lane 6, the Mission Marlins. Who will touch first? It looks like lane 4, that will be Colton O'Neill touching first for the Revelstoke Aqueducts. Lane 6, the Mission Marlins, Adam Smith touching second. And in third place will be Jonah Leong touching third. So for the Abbotsford Whalers, we have Dale Ingwerson for the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. Matthew Schuen. North Delta Sunfish have Lachlan Monroe. Lane 4 have Selwyn Wilkie. Lane 5 have Jacob Sun. Lane 6 with the Mission Marlins, Jesse Bruins. Lane 7, the Squamish Pirates with Kane Glace. And lane 8 with the Barracudas is Jonah Chow. And it looks like the 3 teams are still bunched together. That would be the Revelstoke Aqueducts with Selwyn Wilkie, the Vancouver Vikings with Jacob Sun, and the Mission Marlins with Jesse Bruins. It looks like Bruins will touch first, however. He will hand over to Jack Smith, and he does touch first. Second off the touch for the second place would be Jacob Sun. He's handing over to Nathan Lee. And third place, it doesn't show on the clock, but I know the Revelstoke Aqueducts with Selwyn Wilkie handing over to, I assume, his brother, Dawson Wilkie. And it looks like the Mission Marlins are bursting away. They touched the last turn first. Second place will be the Revelstoke Aqueducts touching in second. And third place, it looks like the Vancouver Vikings with Nathan Lee. Jack Smith with a wonderful swim. He is going to carry the Mission Marlins to a victory. And the Revelstoke Aqueducts will be second. Jack Smith touches first for the Mission Marlins. However, it was a soft touch, so it doesn't show up on the touch on the scoreboard. The Revelstoke Aqueducts are second. Dawson Wilkie with a wonderful swim. And third place is the Vancouver Vikings. So first place is the Mission Marlins with a time of 2 minutes 59 and 60. Second place is the Revelstoke Aqueducts with the time of 3 minutes 45. And third place is the Vancouver Vikings with the time of 3 minutes and 5 seconds, .54. Well done to all swimmers. Good job. You should be very proud of yourself that you made it all the way here to Provincials. And now we will be handing over to the girls Div 2 200 freestyle relay. The provincial record is 2 minutes and 17 seconds and 97.97, set all the way back in 1995 by the Coquitlam Sharks. And we will set the lanes for you. Lane 1 is the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 2 is the Vancouver Vikings. Lane 3 is the Richmond Kigus. Lane 4 is the Squamish Pirates. Lane 5, the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. Lane 6, the Nanaimo White Rapids. And lane 7, the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 8 also has the Abbotsford Whalers. And we're waiting for the referee. He signals them up. Here come the girls up onto the blocks. They're going to be ready for his second whistle and the starter's signal. We shall wait. And here we go into the pool for the Coquitlam Sharks. It's Josie Klassen. For the Vancouver Vikings, it's Elise Scuzz. For the Kigus, it's Catherine Kennedy. For Squamish, it's Maple Castellanos. For the Mantas, it's Crystal Yu. For the Nanaimo White Rapids, it's Faith Telfair. For the Piranhas, it's Lily Agdell. And for the Whalers, it's Amara Jin Paul. And after the turn, it looks like first place is lane number 5 with Crystal Yu for the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. However, there is a strong push. I think lane 1 is actually challenging with the Coquitlam Sharks. That is Josie Klazen. And second place, it looks like, third place looks like to be lane 6, the Nanaimo White Rapids at the first turn. However, it will be Crystal Yu with a wonderful swim. She hands over to Cole Wong. The Burnaby Mountain Mantas are currently first. Second place is the Coquitlam Sharks. And third place is the Nanaimo White Rapids. Coquitlam Sharks have Ali Gray in the pool, Olivia Harp for the Vikings. Kikus have Katie Nevins. 4 is Madeline Lawton. The Mantas have Chloe Wong. The Nanaimo White Rapids have Lilika Kovacs. And lane 7 has the City Piranhas have Maya Henley, and lane 8 Abbas Willis has Siobhan McAllister. And nearing the turn for the third swimmers in the pool, it looks like first is still the Mantas maintaining their lead. However, the Vancouver Vikings have challenged and they brought it on to second. So first place right now is the Mantas. Sarah Weeb is in the pool for them. Second place is the Vikings. Lexi Power is in the pool for them. Third place is the Nanaimo White Rapids. Rain DeChambon is in the pool for them. For the Kigus, Rylan Bergson Gonzalez is in the pool. Right, Rianne Noraro is for the Squamish Pirates. Sarah Weeb for the Mantas. The Nanaimo has Rain DeChambon. The Piranhas have Maya Patterson, and the Whalers have Adrienne Sollenberg. Off the third turn, off the fourth changeover to the anchor. It looks like lane 1, the Coquitlam Sharks will turn first. A wonderful swim by Melissa Montagcab, but the anchors are in the pool right now. It looks like the Mantas will carry hard into first place. The anchors are lane 1, Yana Krisanova, lane 2, Ryan Pauser, lane 3, Rachel Walker, lane 4, Alyssa Guerin, 4, Kun An Ha, lane 4, Taylor McPherson, 4, Kate Postaway, and lane 8 is Alea Hickey. However, there is a strong line for first place between the Coquitlam Sharks. That is Yana Krishanova, and it looks like actually lane 4 is going to carry away with the first place. The Squamish Pirates, Alyssa Guerin with a wonderful anchor leg. They should be first. However, it's not showing up on the time board. There we go. They are first. Second place is the Vancouver Vikings. And third place is the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. Congratulations, swimmers. Good job, girls. Time to get your medals. And what a wonderful swim from all of you. So the pool is being cleared now for the boys Division 2 200 freestyle relay. The provincial record is 2 minutes 16.78, set all the way back in 1984, 35 years ago, by the Coquitlam Sharks. And now the referee has whistled for the boys to get onto the blocks. And they will be waiting for the referee's second whistle and the starter's signal. We shall await as well. And into the water is lane 1, the Mission Marlins, led by Ryan Gill. Lane 2 is the Port Moody Aquarians, led by Jackson Van Stalduin. Lane 3 is the Richmond Kigus by Genyuan Zhang. Lane 4 is White Rock with the Kean McGregor. Lane 5 is the Burnaby Mountain Mantas with Richard Lee. NSWC takes lane 6 with Zachary Gagne. North Van Cruisers take lane 7 with Ethan Hopkins. And lane 8 is the Nanaimo White Rapids with James Boulding. And it looks like very slight lead. It could be lane 4 or lane 7. Lane 4 is Rasa. Lane 7 is the North Van Cruisers. But it looks like Ethan Hopkins is going to break away. He's going to hand it over to Brendan Godding. Second is White Rock with Kean McGregor handing over to Mark Howe. Third is the North Shore Winter Club with Oscar Brackbone in it. Lane 5 is Aaron Lim in it. And it looks like that is it. In lane 1, we have Solomon Weeb for Mission. Lane 2, Scott Hunter for the Aquarians. Lane 3, Grant Chen. Lane 4, Mark Howe. Lane 5, Aaron Lim. Lane 6, Oscar Brackbone. Lane 7, Brendan Godding. And lane 8, Daniel Nakagawa. A brave swimmer. He is swimming up from Div 1 to Div 2. It looks like first place, however, right now is Rasa. Mark Howe with a wonderful swim. He hands over to Lucas Ma. The Port Moody Aquarians are second right now. Scott Hunter handing over to Joe Wood. And third place right now is the North Shore Winter Club with Ethan Mercer. So right now in the pool for the third leg, will be Daniel Ewart in lane 1, Joel Wood in lane 2, Jake Nevins in lane 3, Raphael Zhao in lane 4, Lucas Ma in lane 5, Ethan Mercer in lane 6, Owen Little in lane 7, and Elijah Tate in lane 8. And it looks like Rasa is holding on to their lead. Raphael Zhao with a wonderful swim. He's going to hand it over to Neil Zhao, I assume to be his brother. Wonderful swim. Lane 2 is Kale LaCour, the Port Moody Aquarians. However, there is a challenger in lane 5. That is Beck Yu. So the anchor swimmers will be Shay Lawless for Mission, Kale LaCour for Port Moody, Richmond has Colin Nishi, Rasa has Neil Zhao, Burnaby Mountain has Beck Yu, Christopher Stokes is in the NSWC, NVC has Ryan Burnett, and Nanaimo has Hudson Palmer. But in first place coming in is Neil Zhao Rasa with a time of 2:15.53. That is a new unofficial provincial record. Congratulations, swimmers of White Rock. Second place is there may be an error, however, as the time board did not show, but I believe lane 4 to be first. That is Rasa. Second. Rasa did touch first, however, they are being shown as second. I'm not sure why the cruisers are shown as first. However, here it is. It is now fixed. In first place is Rasa. In second place is the Port Moody Aquarians. And in third place is the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. Congratulations, boys. It's time to get up to the podium and go for picture time. And now the referee will clear the pool. I will set the lanes for you for the girls Div 3 200 freestyle relay. Lane 1 is the Merritt Otters. Lane 2, the Vancouver Vikings. Lane 3, the Haney Neptunes. Lane 4, Burnaby Mountain Mantas. Lane 5, the Richmond Kigus. Lane 6, the Burnaby Barracudas. Lane 7, the North Vancouver Cruisers. And lane 8 is Crescent Beach. Now we are waiting for the referee's signal. This is event number 245. Girls Div 3 200 freestyle relay. Provincial record is 2 minutes and 3 seconds. .51 set 4 years ago in 2015 in Saanich by the Coquitlam Sharks. So here we go. The referee has called all the swimmers up onto the blocks, and the girls will wait for his second whistle and for the starter's signal. And now into the pool for Merritt, it's Isla Redknapp. In lane 2 is Lauren Chan. Lane 3 is Gracie Chamberlain. Lane 4 is Zanea Chan. Lane 5 is Yasmin Farugia. Lane 6 is Caroline Gia. Lane 7 is Christine Eng. And lane 8 is Emily Pleva. And off the turn, it is very close, but it looks like it's a challenge between lane 3 and lane 4. Lane 3 being Haney, lane 4 being Burnaby Mountain. For third place, however, it looks like the Vikings are being challenged by the Kigus and the Barracudas. Off of the turn, it is lane 4 coming first. Coming in first, that's the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. They have Kara Lowe. Second place is lane 5, that is the Richmond Kigus. They have Marley O'Hara in the water. Lane 3 is the Burnaby Barracudas with Giselle Macaranas in the pool. Lane fourth place is Robin Schneider for Haney. And we will set the other lanes for you. Evie Schlanzi is in lane 1. Naomi Foda is in lane 2. Ayla Roger is in lane 7. And Taryn McKenzie is in lane 8. And coming in at the turn for the third swimmer, lane 4, Burnaby Mountain. They are going to touch first, and they will hand it over to Angela Guan. Second place, it looks like to be the Burnaby Barracudas with Alice Q. But challenging her is Giselle Carvalho from the Kigus. And in lane 1, it will be Olive Ware. Lane 2 is Ruby Forsyth. 3 is Julia Longmere. And lane 7 is Value Chan. Lane 8 is Cora Clendenin. And off of the turn, it looks like the Burnaby Mountain Mantas have held on to their lead. They hand it over to their anchor, Jessie Wah. In lane 5, the Kigus hand over to their anchor, Fern Buckley. And in lane 6, the Kudas hand over to their anchor, Natalia Blazevic. So now we have all the anchors in the pool. For in lane 1, it's Abigail Tomes. Lane 2 is Emma Ahsoka. Lane 4 is Haley Snaith. Lane 4, Jessica Waugh. Lane 5, Fern Buckley. Lane 6, Natalia Blazevic. Lane 7, Carissa Kirkwood. And lane 8 is Natalia Phillips. But it looks like a close finish for first place. However, it looks like the Mantas will hold on. They hold on to swim to a time of 2 minutes and 8 seconds and 52. In second place is the Richmond Kigus with a time of 2 minutes, 9 seconds, 03. And in third place is in lane 3, the Haney Neptunes. Congratulations, girls. It's time to get your medals. And congratulations to all the swimmers. You did a great job. And you should be very proud of yourself for making it all the way here to the Provincial Championships in Kamloops, BC. Now the referee will clear the pool. We have the boys Div 3 200 freestyle relay coming in. I'll set the lanes for you. The Vikings are in lane 1, Mission Marlins in lane 2, Coquitlam Sharks in lane 3, Vancouver Vikings A team in lane 4, the Barracudas are in lane 5, North Delta Sunfish in lane 6, White Rock Killer Guppies in lane 7, and the Langley Flippers in lane 8. And now all the swimmers are onto the blocks. We will wait for the referee's second signal, or second whistle, and the starter's signal. And underway into the pool, in lane 1 is Isaac Fung, in lane 2 is Isaac James, in lane 3 is Lee Payman, in lane 4 is Andrew Noss, in lane 5 is Adam Graham, in lane 6 is Keithan Toe, in lane 7 is Daniel Sun, and in lane 8 is Cameron Joranson. And at the turn, it looks like lane number 5 is first right now. That is the Barracudas with Adam Graham. Second place right now looks like to be the Vancouver Vikings with Andrew Noss. And in third place, it looks to be the Coquitlam Sharks with Lee Payman. Off of the turn, Graham hands over to Joseph Skinder. Max Shen is in the pool for the Vikings. And Matthew Carter is in the pool for the Sharks. So we'll set the lanes for you. Joshua Ong is in lane 1. Noah Lawless is in lane 2. Matthew Royer is in lane 6. Rasa in lane 7 has Tiger Meng. At Div 1 swimming up to Div 3. Tiger, you should be very proud of yourself. In lane 8 is the Langley Flippers with Killian O'Donnell. And coming back, overtaking the lead is the Barracudas. Joseph Skinder will hand over to Torin Kwan. Kwan is off, and now Max Shen will hand it over to Derek Lim. And third place is the Coquitlam Sharks with Yakov Reznikov. But challenging the Sharks is looks to be lane 6, the North Delta Sunfish with Adam Rashed. So the third swimmers, Jack McBean for the Vikings, Jarius Weep for the Marlins, Yakov Reznikov for the Coquitlam Sharks, Lim for the Vikings, Kwan for the Kudas, Rashed for the Sunfish, and Matsumoto. But now the anchors are into the pool. It looks like the Sunfish have overtaken the lead. That is Noah Oclarino. He's being chased down by, it looks to be Cole Timko, or sorry, my apologies, that's Fernando Liu. Noah Oclarino is in lane 6. Fernando Liu looking for a proud swim down to the finish line. Fernando Liu, Cole Timko, who is it going to be? It looks like Fernando Liu is coming in for the first place. Cole Timko will be in second. The North Delta Sunfish finished first with a time of 2 minutes. The Vikings with a time of 2 minutes on 1. Third place is the Coquitlam Sharks. Ming Fei He coming in strongly for a third place finish for his team. Congratulations, Ming Fei. Fourth place will be the North Delta Sunfish, Noah Oclarino. Fifth place will be lane 2, the Mission Marlins, Jonathan Ewert. Sixth place will be lane number 7, the White Rock Killer Guppies with Mark Howe. And it looks like for 7th place will be the Vikings. No, it will be the Langley Flippers with Mateo Zanata. And in 8th place will be Owen Lee for the Vancouver Vikings. So in first place we have the Baranaby Barracudas. In second place we have the Vancouver Vikings. And in third place we have the Coquitlam Sharks. And now we will clear the pool for the girls OCAT 1. 200 freestyle relay. In lane 1 is the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 2, the Vancouver Vikings. Lane 3, the Cloverdale Tritons. Lane 4, the Nanaimo White Rapids. Lane 5, White Rock Killer Guppies. Lane 6, Ladner Stingrays. Lane 7, Super Sharks. Lane 8, Mission Marlins. Provincial record is a time of 2 minutes and 10 seconds, 0.73, set last year by the Cloverdale Tritons. And now the swimmers are on the block and they're getting ready for their race. Second whistle. Third place, it looks to be the Ladner Stingrays with Jade DeFordumer. And off the turn, Rassa's first. Jade DeFordumer hands over to Tiffany Ho. And in second, it was the Cloverdale Tritons, Audrey Sodi in the pool for them. And for Rassa, it looks like Carrie's Embley is in the pool for them. So for the second leg, we have Kate Takai in lane 1, Ashlyn Ho in lane 2, Audrey Sodi in lane 3, Rowan Vincent in lane 4, Karis Embley in lane 5, Tiffany Ho in lane 6, lane 7 has Alyssa Davies, and lane 8 has Megan McKinnon. But it looks like Rasa is holding on to their firm lead. Carrie Embley will hand over to Madeline Oliver. And it looks like for second it's going to be close, but it looks like the White Rapids will hand it over. They have Aura Richards in the pool. And in third place, it was lane 6, the Lander Stingrays. They have Sophie Perlotto. So in the pool right now, as the third leg swimmers, Emily Wang in lane 1, Megan Walshaw in lane 2, Josephine Sodi in lane 3, Aura Richards in lane 4, Madeline Oliver in lane 5. Lane 6 has Sophie Perlotto, Avery McKnight in lane 7, and Olivia Hollingsworth in lane 8. But Rasa looks like they are coming back, still hanging on to their lead. They have led wire to wire in this race so far. And it looks like their anchor woman is in with Selena Jiang. And second place will be the lane 4, the Nanaimo White Rapids. They have Kennedy Shepard. So it looks like I will set the lanes for you. Kennedy Kwan in lane 1, Coco Shi in lane 2, Ella Kwan in lane 4, Kennedy Shepard in lane 5. Selena Jiang in lane 5, Kennedy Shepard is in lane 4, Caitlin Fowler in lane 6, lane 7 is Alexandra Shichitsu, and in lane 8 is Chloe Bruins. However, Rasa is going to come in with the win. Powerful swim by Selena Jiang. They have a time of 2 minutes and 6.84. Lane 4, the Nanaimo White Rapids, come into second place with Kennedy Shepard. And in third place will be lane 6, the Ladner Stingrays, with Caitlin Fowler. So in first place is the White Rock Killer Guppies with a time of 2 minutes and 6.84. In second place, well, actually, we have an announcement to make. There is an unofficial new provincial record set by the first and second place. However, the provincial record will go to the first place to Rasa. Congratulations, Katie, Madeline, Carries, and Selena for breaking the provincial record. And I forgot to announce, in third place is lane 6, the Ladner Stingrays. What a wonderful achievement it must be for those girls in lane 5 to have broken the provincial record from last year, unofficially. And now, afterwards, they will clear the pool for the boys OCAT 1 200 freestyle relay. Only 6 teams in this race. Vernon Mountain Mantas in lane 2. The White Rock Killer Guppies in lane 3. The White Rock Killer Guppies in lane 4 as well, 3 and 4. The Vikings in lane 5. The Coquitlam Sharks in lane 6. And the Squamish Pirates in lane 7. The provincial record is 2 minutes and 14 seconds, 0.98, set last year by the Vancouver Vikings. And here we go, we're ready to start. Swimmers are on the blocks, are waiting for the whistle and the signal. And here we go with the Burning Man, and it's Colin Dew for Rasa, it's Keaton McGregor. For Rasa's A team, it's Matthew Cow. For the Vikings, it's Alvin Lee. For the Coquitlam Sharks, it's Jin Yang He. And for the Squamish Pirates, it's Elijah Otis. And at the turn, it looks like lanes 4, 5, and 6 are very closely bunched together. But there's also a challenger in lane 2, that is the Mantas. They are hanging close. And it looks like they're going to hit the line right here. They're going to hand it over. It looks to be, we will see at the board who is first. It looks very tight. However, it looks like the Vikings have broken away to touch first. And they will have touch first. The Vikings touch first. The Coquitlam Sharks in second. And the Rasa A team in third. In the water right now, it's Jerry Ling for the Mantas. Jim Gia for the Rasa. It's B. Rasa's A has Tim Guo. The Vikings have Ben McDonald. Lane 6 has Manny Montaghab. And lane 7 has Elias Lamak. And here we go into the water. It looks like the Rasa A team has broken away. Tim Guo with a wonderful swim. He's breaking away for first. Tim Guo will end over to will end up in first. The Coquitlam Sharks are in second. Third, however, I cannot tell between the Vikings and Rasa. And into the pool for Rasa is King Q Ni. In second place, it's the Coquitlam Sharks with Maxime Panayotov. Lane 3, third place, it's very close to tell from my point of view, but that looks to be between Daniel Sun and Daniel Lim. And the remaining third leg swimmers, Marty Zhu for the Mantas and Brody Buck for the Squamish Pirates. And Rasa coming in strong, Ning Kyu Ni coming in very strong. He's going to hand over to Max Xiao. Max Xiao is into the water. He's going to take it away. It doesn't look like anybody's going to catch him now. Rasa is swimming their way surely to a gold medal. Second place is very close, but it looks to be the Vikings with Raymond Feng. And third place is, there are challengers for third place. There are 2 teams right here. The Coquitlam Sharks with Derek Yang and Rasa with Niu Zhao. The remaining anchors are Jaden Yap from the Mantas and Austin Gray from the Pirates. But coming into first is Rasa. Max Xiao will come in very strong for Rasa, and he's going to touch in first with a time of 2:09.78, unofficially a new provincial record. Congratulations to Rasa. Second place is the Vancouver Vikings with a time of 2:13.47, and third place is Rasa's B team. So congratulations, Matthew, King Q, Tim, and Max for your new provincial record, unofficially. And now, finishing strongly will be Austin Gray for Squamish. Congratulations, boys. You should all be very proud of yourself. What a wonderful race that was. And now, we start with the girls Div 4, 200 freestyle relay. In lane 1, the City Piranhas. Lane 2, Nanaimo White Rapids. Lane 3, White Rock Killer Guppies. Lane 4, Richmond Kigus. Lane 5, Burnaby Mountain Mantas. Lane 6, Squamish Pirates. Lane 7, Kelowna Ogopogo. And lane 8, the Burnaby Mountain Manta. Iminishi in lane 5, Vivian Yang. In lane 6, Selide Lawton. In lane 7, Hannah Choi. And in lane 8 is Emma Yu Lu. And it looks like coming in first off the turn, coming into the first changeover, it looks to be lane 5. That is the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. In lane second place, it looks to be lane 3. That is the White Rock Killer Guppies. The Mantas are off. And it looks like a bunch of challengers for third. For the second leg swimmers, it's Sophie Postaway. In lane 2 is Reese Deschambal. In lane 3 is Olivia Liu. Lane 4 is Sophia Lemaire. Lane 5 is Katrina Lowe. Lane 6 is Joy Lee. Mackenzie Church is in lane 7. And in lane 8 is Thao Mi Ha. And it looks like coming in to the second changeover in first place, unchanged from the first changeover, is the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. They will change over into first with a very comfortable lead. Second place is lane 4 and lane 7, the Kigus and the Ogopogo. And now for the third relay swimmers, we have Erin Kessler in lane 1, Avery Bernard in lane 2, Sarah Burns in lane 3, Madeline Farugia in lane 4, Sophia Morton in lane 5, Ella Guerin in lane 6, Tegan Murray in lane 7, and Daphne Lee in lane 8. And the Burnaby Mountain Mantas are still currently holding on to the lead. However, the Richmond Kigus are challenging. They are challenging very strong. They will turn in second. The Mantas will turn in first. The Kigus will turn in second. Third place looks to be White Rock up in lane 3. The anchor swimmers for you reads as follows. In lane 1, Lania Hopkins. In lane 2, Danielle Barbary. Lane 3, Gladys Liang. Lane 4, Alex Yule. Lane 5, Michelle Lee. Lane 4, Jennabelle Lin. Lane 7, Shayla Smith. And lane 4, Claire Guo. And now, it looks to be very close indeed, between the Mantas and the Kigus. Michelle Lee and Alex Yule. Who will Michelle be able to hold Alex off? It looks like she will. Coming into first place is lane 5, the Burnaby Mountain Mantas, with a time of 1:57.58. Second place will be lane 4, the Richmond Kigus, and lane 3 will be the White Rock Killer Guppies. So those will be your podiums again. The gold going to the Burnaby Mountain Mantas, silver to the Richmond Kigus, and bronze to the White Rock Killer Guppies. Congratulations, girls. And now as the pool is being cleared for the boys, Div 4, 200 freestyle relay, we set the lanes for you. In lane 1, it's the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 2, the Nanaimo White Rapids. Lane 3, the Haney Neptunes. Lane 4, the Vancouver Vikings B team. Lane 5, it's Breeds B, but Vancouver Vikings, yes, it's the Vancouver Vikings B team. In lane 5 is the Kamloops Sharks. Lane 6 is the Barracudas. Lane 7 is the Vikings, listed as A, but should be their B team. And in lane 8 is Crescent Beach. The provincial record is a time of 1:52, set all the way back in 2017, right here in Kamloops by the Burnaby Barracudas. That team made up of Colin Duong, Caden Wang, Eric Rue, and Justin Lee. So here we go, we are ready. The Vikings having 2 teams in here. And they're into the pool. In lane 1 is Frank Ekdahl. In lane 2, Aiden Telfair. Lane 3, Christopher Anderson. Lane 4, Nicholas Pence. Lane 5, Ryan Chang. Lane 6, Vaughn Sandquist. Lane 4, Ryder Illich. And lane 8, Toby Clendenin. And off the turn, it looks like lane 4, Nicholas Pence with a very strong swim. He's separated himself. But for second place and third place, there are challengers. But going into the turn in first, it will be the Vikings. And in second place, it looks to be the Coquitlam Sharks. So we set the lanes for the second leg swimmers for you. Wyatt Benson in lane 2, Oliver McLaren in lane 2, Wyatt Benson lane 1, Oliver McLaren in lane 2, Keenan Gander in lane 3, Will Wu in lane 4, lane 5 has Nick Matheson, lane 6 has Anderson Coe, Vikings in lane 7 have McKay Ilyich, and Crescent Beach in lane 8 have Austin Hexter. And the Vikings still holding on. They've actually furthered their lead. Will Wu furthering the Vikings lead for them. He will hand it over to Alexander Pence. And for second and third, there are challengers Coquitlam and Haney handing it over. So for the third relay swimmers, it is Liam Rankin in lane 1, Lucas Alzinga in lane 2, Vincent Longmire in lane 3, Alexander Pence in lane 4, Fernando Aguirre in lane 5, Jaden Lamb in lane 6, Emmett Crouch in lane 3, in lane 7, and lane 8 has Harry Gibson. And it looks like the Vikings are going to carry it away with it. Alexander Pence, he's going to hand over to the anchor. That will be Adrian Wong in second place. It looks to be Haney right now. And third place, there's challengers between Coquitlam and Burnaby. So for the anchor legs, we have Elliot Tate in lane 1, Carter James in lane 2, Josiah Hesterman in lane 3, Adrian Wong in lane 4, Daniel Lin in lane 5, Alan Cheng in lane 6, Alan Lee in lane 7, and Blake Nelson in lane 8. But Adrian Wong carrying the Vikings away. They will comfortably win this with a time of 1:52.60, just missing the provincial record. And in second place will be the Coquitlam Sharks, and in third place will be the Haney Neptunes. So lane 1 is the Vancouver Vikings with a time of 1:52.60. In second place will be the Coquitlam Sharks with a time of 1:56.33. In third place will be lane 3, the Haney Neptunes with a time of 1:57.72. Congratulations, boys. And as we are clearing the pool, I'll set the lanes for you. For the girls, Div 5 200 freestyle relay, lane 1, the Vikings, lane 2, Revelstoke Aqueducts, lane 3, Coquitlam Sharks, lane 4, White Rock Killer Guppies, lane 5, Abbotsford Whalers, lane 6, Port Coquitlam Burnaby Port Coquitlam Marlins, and in lane 7, the North Van Cruises, and in lane 8, the Kelowna Ogopogo. The provincial record is a time of 1:52.03 set by the Quesnel Aquatic Club back in 2017 here in Kamloops. Waiting for the referee signal. And into the pool in lane 1 is Haley Lim. In lane 2 is Kaylin Gale. In lane 3 is Kara Yun. Lane 4 has Anya Prokovic. Lane 5 has Kenna Johnson. Lane 6, Caitlin Connolly. Lane 7, Cordelia Helman. And lane 8 has Braylon Cutford. And off of the turn, it is very hard to tell who is leading. However, it looks like White Rock is leading right now. But challengers for second and third for sure, with the bunch of swimmers above and below White Rock. White Rock will touch first. Second is very hard to tell. However, the board tells me that the Abbotsford Whalers will touch second, and the Coquitlam Sharks the Revelstoke Aqueducts will touch third. So for the second leg, it's Mira Jamal in lane 1, Sani Supinen in lane 2, Kira Smith in lane 3, Simran Rai in lane 4, Miriam Hickey in lane 5, Anita Preloska in lane 6, Maya Roger in lane 7, and Amelia Wright in lane 8. And Rasa is holding their lead. That is Simran Rai. She will hand it over to Madeline Scarf. And for second, it looks like the Coquitlam Sharks will be second. And third is the Abbotsford Whalers. So we set the third leg swimmers for you. Oriana Singnali in lane 1. Madeline Hoggood in lane 2. Ever Klassen in lane 3. Madeline Scarth in lane 4. Gabrielle Waddle in lane 5. Lane 6 has Kara McGregor. In lane 7, it's Tanaz Haihagat. And in lane 8 is Nora Schellenberg. And we're getting ready to hand over to the anchors. Elizabeth Lawson is ready to go in for the Rasa. She jumps in first with a very comfortable lead. Second place is the Coquitlam Sharks. Third is the Abbotsford Whalers. So we set the anchor swimmers for you. In lane 1, it's Caitlin Young. In lane 2, Morgan Stafura. In lane 3, Ryland Gray. Lane 4, Elizabeth Lawson. Lane 5, Sarah Portas. Lane 6, Kaylee McCready. Lane 7, Sophia Day. And lane 4, Grace Sabolski. Elizabeth Lawson looking to be a powerful swim from her, powering herself in with a comfortable lead with a time of 1:51.44, unofficially a new provincial record for her team, for Rasa. Congratulations, Rasa, a new unofficial provincial record. Anya, Madeline, Simran, and Elizabeth, congratulations to you girls for a new provincial record unofficially. In second place is the Coquitlam Sharks, and in third place is the Abbotsford Whalers. Congratulations again to the White Rock Killer Guppies for breaking the 2-year-old provincial record that was set right here in Kamloops with a new time, unofficially. Now as the pool is being cleared, we set the lanes for the boys. Div 5 200 freestyle relay. The Killer Guppies from White Rock are in lane 1. The White Rapids from Nanaimo, lane 2. The North Delta Sunfish are in lane 3. The Coquitlam Sharks are in lane 4. The Mission Marlins in lane 5. The Vancouver Vikings in lane 6. Port Moody Aquarians in lane 7. And the North Shore Winter Club in lane number 8. Provincial record is 1:44.23 set in 2010 by the Vancouver Vikings. And in lane 1 is Daniel Wang. Lane 2, Dylan Barbary. Cohen Coughlin takes up lane 3. Michael Bredin takes lane 4. Tyler Klatt, lane 5. Chester Wong, lane 6. Tyson Hutt, lane 7. And Jackson Ruthven, lane 8. And off the turn, it looks to be very tight between the Coquitlam Sharks and the Mission Marlins. But it looks like there's a tough challenger. Tyson Hutt with a wonderful swim. Can he bring the Port Moody Aquarians into first? It looks like he just might. So at the turn, the Port Moody Aquarians in first place. The second place goes to the Mission Marlins, and third place goes to the Coquitlam Sharks. In for the second leg, it's Elvis Wang in lane 1, Brian Moore in lane 2, Brant Laval in lane 3, Jason Lee in lane 4, Adam Johnson in lane 5, Ian Wicken in lane 6, Kaylin Murray in lane 7, and Nolan Gray in lane 8. And it looks like the Port Moody Aquarians, are they holding on to their lead, or is the Mission Marlins catching up with them? It is very hard to tell right now, neck and neck between both of them. But it looks like just a tiny bit the Port Moody Aquarians will maintain their lead, and second place will be the Mission Marlins, and third place is the Coquitlam Sharks. Third leg swimmers for you: Andrew Lawson in lane 1, John Kirkhope in lane 2, Alexander Oclarino in lane 3, Owen Godden in lane 4, lane 5 is Dawson Harvey, Noah Shu in lane 6, Andrew Mitterbolk in lane 7, and Seamus O'Donnell in lane 8. But it looks like the lead has been changed over to lane 4. That is the Coquitlam Sharks. And second place at the changeover looks to be the Mission Marlins. And in third place, it is the Port Moody Aquarians. So we set over the anchor legs for you. Alan Dang is in lane 1, Peter Mork in lane 2, Owen Jones in lane 3, Adam Carter in lane 4. The Mission Marlins have Colton Tebbett in lane 5. Lane 6 have the Vikings have Peter Al, Jacob Canzas-Zorilla in lane 7, and lane 8 is Ethan Rimo. Neck and neck for the finish between the Mission Marlins and the Coquitlam Sharks. The Mission Marlins will come in first with a time of 1 minute 48.32. In second place is the Coquitlam Sharks with a time of 1 minute 48.78. About 4/10 of a second separating those two teams. And in third place will be the North Delta Sunfish with the time of 1 minute 50.77. Congratulations, boys. As they're clearing the pool, they clear the pool for the girls. Div 6 200 freestyle relay. In lane 1 is the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 2, the Oak Bay Orcas. In lane 3, the Vancouver Vikings. In lane 4, the Grand Forks. In lane 5, Rasa. In lane 6, the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. In lane 7, the Super Sharks. And in lane 8, the Revelstoke Aqueducts. Provincial record was set 2 years ago here in Kamloops. A time of 1 minute 50.84 by the White Rock Killer Guppies. And here come the girls up onto the blocks. They are waiting for the referee's second whistle and for the starter signal. And into the pool they are Sarah Yun in lane 1, Joanna Weir in lane 2, Haley Chen in lane 3, Lela Faulkner in lane 4, Elaine Zhao in lane 5, Hannah Kui in lane 6, Yana Jose in lane 7, and Megan Hoshizaki in lane 8. And a strong swim. It's neck and neck. It's a straight line. I really cannot tell who's in first. It is a very, very strong opening leg by all these swimmers. But it just looks to be touching first is Grand Forks, but they could be touching first. No, it is not Grand Forks. It is the Burnaby Mountain Mantas touching first. So for the second leg swimmers, it's Nina Hall in lane 1, Faye Dryden in lane 2, Maya Kennedy in lane 3, Shian Corbel in lane 4, Isabel Howie in lane 5, Elena Zhao in lane 6, Samantha Morgan in lane 7, and Devin Gale in lane 8. And it looks like separating themselves is Grand Forks. They are going to be touching first. However, second, it looks to be Rasa. It could be Rasa or the Mantas. And it looks like touching first is Grand Forks. Touching second is the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. Touching third is White Rock. The third leg swimmers for you: Allison Trepanier in lane 1, Ava Dryden in lane 2, Gabrielle Wong in lane 3, Jasmine Cogginkin in lane 4, is Jenny Josie in lane 5, Brie Livesey in lane 6, Adriana Lee in lane 7, and Autumn Griffith Doyle in lane 8. And it looks like Grand Forks is still maintaining their lead, still neck and neck for second place between the Mantas and Rasa. But there is also a challenger in lane 2, that is the Oak Bay Orcas. Grand Forks will hand over to the anchor comfortably in first place. And for the anchor leg, it's Alyssa Smith in lane 1, Zaya Fair in lane 2, Paige Morrison in lane 3, Kiyomi Dunnett in lane 4, Emma Lawson in lane 5, Yan Ni Ha in lane 6, Maya Courier in lane 7, and Nayola Williams in lane 8. And Emma Lawson is going to be carrying her team to a gold medal. But who's going to be second? It looks like... Sorry, not Emma Lawson is carrying her team to a silver. Kiyomi Dunnett, actually, from Grand Forks, will carry her team to a gold. And third place looks to be Yan Ni Ha in third. So first place in fourth in lane 4 is Grand Forks with a time of 151.99. Second place is the White Rock Killer Guppies with a time of 1 minute 54.10. And in third place is lane 6, the Super Sharks. My apologies, lane 6 is not the Super Sharks. Lane 6 is the Burnaby Mountain Mantas with a time of 1 minute 55.79. As the pool is being cleared, we clear the pool here for the boys. Div 6, 200 freestyle relay. In lane 1, the Sydney Piranhas. Lane 2, Port Coquitlam Marlins. Lane 3, Crescent Beach. Lane 4, the Vikings A team. Lane 5, the Burnaby Barracudas. Lane 6, the Coquitlam Sharks. Lane 7, the Vikings B team. And lane 8, the Richmond Kickers. Provincial record was set all the way back to the year I was born in 2001 by the Port Coquitlam Marlins. A time of 1 minute 39.38. And here we go. The referee should be using her first whistle to signal the boys to step onto the block. She does. And we will await the whistle. The boys, Div 6, 200 freestyle relay. And here we go. We're off. Pyden Jenkinson in lane 1, Angelo Mark Craig in lane 2, Quinn Davies in lane 3, Nicholas Dang in lane 4, Justin Lee in lane 5, Alex Chung in lane 6, Jack Studley in lane 7, and Lucas Yule in lane 8. And off the turn, it's a line. It's very clear, but it looks like it's between Nick Dang and lane 6, which is Alex Chung. But lane 1 with a powerful smoke from the outside, it's the Sydney Piranhas, Peyton Jenkinson with a wonderful swim. And here we go. We set the second leg swimmers for you. Eric Rankin in lane 1, Carter Stevens in lane 2, Cameron Hexer in lane 3, Ryan Lau in lane 4. Lane 5 has Aaron Ryu, Timothy Baker in lane 6, Kai Choi in lane 7, and Nicholas Pham in lane 8. It looks like the Piranhas may be holding on to their lead. The Vikings are challenging very strongly for them. And in third, it looks to be the Port Coquitlam Marlins. Touching first, however, is the Vancouver Vikings. Touching second is the Sydney Piranhas. Touching third is the Port Coquitlam Marlins. So the third leg swimmers are Lucas Benson in lane 1, Cole Haxma in lane 2, Joshua Cito in lane 3, Stephen Lin in lane 4, Eric Yu in lane 5. Lane 6 has Zachary Lilko, Davis Timko in lane 7, and Gabrielle Lee in lane 8. And it looks like Stephen Lin has taken over the lead. What a wonderful swim from him. It was close. It's not close right now. And he's going to hand over to Ernest Hoptian-Can. And in lane 3 is Crescent Beach. They touch second. Lane 6 with Coquitlam Sharks touch fourth. The anchor legs reads as follow. Howden Craig for Sydney. Gavin Hoverman lane 2, Cameron Cooks lane 3, Ernest Hopchinkan in lane 4. Lane 5 has Colin Doon, Kita Badragi in lane 6, Ethan Fong in lane 7, and lane 8 has Daniel Lukowski. Ernest Hopchinkan with a wonderful swim, comfortable lead. The Vikings are going to take this goal, I have no doubt. They're just about a second away from the provincial record. They come first. Second place is the Burnaby Barracudas, and third place is the Coquitlam Sharks. The Vikings with the first place time of 1 minute 40.82. The Cudas with a time of 1 minute 43.68. And the Coquitlam Sharks in third with a time of 1 minute 43.97. Congratulations, boys. What a wonderful swim. Freestyle relays never fail to disappoint, and they're always exciting no matter who you're cheering for. As we clear the pool, the pool is being cleared for the currently a halt right now. However, the boys OCAT 2 relay is listed on Mahishi. However, there is the girls OCAT 2 relay that should be swimming there behind the blocks. So we will come back to you when this situation is resolved. Stay tuned. Abdul. And now the referee is telling the swimmers to step down. Stay tuned. Now there's a delay for a situation that has yet to be resolved. I will come back to you. When the situation is well. Stay tuned. We are here in Kamloops, BC for the 2019 British Columbia Summer Swimming Association Speed Swimming Provincial Championships. Stay tuned. Hello, spectators. This is the OCAT 200 freestyle relay. I do not have Michi, so unfortunately, regrettably, I cannot commentate on who will be in here. But please respectfully watch these swimmers. They are giving it their all in this relay. We're back. This is event 255 OCAT 2 Girls Relay Freestyle Relay. In lane 1 is Crescent Beach, lane 2 the Vancouver Vikings, lane 3 the Mission Marlins, lane 4 the Burnaby Mountain Mantas, in lane 5 the Vancouver Vikings, lane 6 the Haney Neptunes, lane 7 the Port Coquitlam Marlins, and lane 8 the Cloverdale Triads. I'm not sure who is in the pool right now, but it looks like lane 4 is leading right now, the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. They will hand over to their anchor swimmer. And the Vikings are in second place right now. Third place, it looks to be lane 7, the Port Coquitlam Marlins. And coming down the final stretch, it looks to be the Mantas. They're going to hold on a late charge from the Vikings, but the Port The Burnaby Mountain Mantas will come in first. Kara Wong, Amy Zhu, Elva Yu, and Jenny Shu in first place. In second place will be lane 5, Jocelyn Chambers, Patricia Ratt, Monique Leung, and Skylar McDonald. And in third place is lane 6, the Haney Neptunes, Jordan Patrick, Jance, Charlize Carano, Stephanie Schneider, and Nina Edwards. Congratulations, girls. And now, as the pool should be being cleared by the referee, I will set the lanes for the boys OCAT 200 freestyle relay. In lane 1 is the Vancouver Vikings. Lane 2, the Abbotsford Whalers. Lane 3, the Burnaby Mountain Mantas B team. Lane 4, the Burnaby Mountain Mantas A team. Lane 5, it looks to be Castlegar. In lane 6, the Coquitlam Sharks. And in lane 7, the Richmond Kigus. Lane 8, the North Vancouver Cruisers. And into the pool is the boys OCAT 200 freestyle relay. In lane 1, Noah McDonald. Lane 2, Ethan Jones. Lane 3 is Tommy Chung. Lane 4, Carson Wong. Lane 5, Ethan Lachinsky. Lane 6, Jack Hayho. Lane 7, Josh Nygaard. And in lane 8, Joshua Eng. And it looks like Joshua Eng with a very powerful swim. He's going to put the Cruisers into first place. He is going to hand over to Jaden Chung. And who's going to hit it first? No, it will be the Mantas hitting it first, and the Cruisers will be second. So here are the second leg swimmers. For in lane 1, Darren C. In lane 2, Nate Johnson. In lane 3, Boris Sang. Lane 4, Christopher Ng. Lane 5, Ethan Marshall. Lane 6, Max Hamanishi. Lane 7, Joseph Ye. And in lane 8 is Jaden Chung. And in first place right now, still keeping with it, is the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. In second place is Castlegar. And in third place is the Abbotsford Whalers. The third leg swimmers are Joshua Warrington in lane 1, Giovanni Garcia Landa in lane 2, Adrian Cannon in lane 3, Samuel Kim in lane 4, Caden Cook in lane 5, Morgan Lim in lane 6, William Lee in lane 7, and Yannick Morgans in lane 8. Touching first still is the Burnaby Mantas. Mountain Mantas. They are hanging over to their anchor. Castlegar is second. Third place will be the Abbotsford Whalers. So the anchor swimmers are as follows: Brett Caswell in lane 1, Blake Ewart in lane 2, Nathan Lee in lane 3, Armand Bassi in lane 4, Bryce Anderson in lane 5, Nicholas Tessman in lane 7. In lane 6, lane 7 has Nicholas Kennedy, and in lane 8, it's Christopher Kirkwood. But it looks like the Burnaby Mountain Mantas will finish first with a time of 140.97, an unofficial provincial record. Congratulations to Carson Wong, Samuel Kim, Christopher Ng, and Armand Bassi. You boys have just unofficially broken the provincial record with a time of 1 minute 40.97. In second place is lane 5, Castlegar, with a time of 144.82. And in third place is the Mantas B team with a time of 1 minute 47.88. Congratulations to the Burnaby Mountain Mantas, Carson Wong, Christopher Ng, Samuel Kim, and Armand Bassi for breaking the provincial record set last year in Surrey. As the pool is being cleared, we set the lanes for you for the girls Div 7 200 freestyle relay. In lane 1 is the Nanaimo, lane 2 Boundary Bay Bluebacks, in lane 3 Oak Bay Orcas, lane 4 Coquitlam Sharks, lane 5 Port Coquitlam Marlins, lane 6 White Rock Killer Guppies, lane 7 Squamish Pirates, and lane 8 the Golden Dolphins. The provincial record was set 4 years ago in Saanich, a time of 1 minute 52.68. And the referee will have the second whistle, and we will wait for the start. And off on the start, here we go. In lane 1 is Kaylee Mork. In lane 2, Madison Dahl. In lane 3, Annika Weir. In lane 4, Sarah Lee. In lane 5, Ryan McCready. In lane 6, Lauren Toy. In lane 7, Michaela Lorimer. And in lane 8, it's M. Dobbs. And off the turn, it's very close, but it looks to be lane 4, Sarah Lee, with a very strong swim. And at the turn, and at the changeover, it looks like she will touch first. For second, it's going to be very close. And for third, it's the same story as second. But touching first on the changeover is the Coquitlam Sharks. Second is the Squamish Pirates. And third is the Port Coquitlam Marlins. So for the second leg swimmers, in lane 1 is Sophia Shelnick. In lane 2 is Janelle Thomas. Lane 3 is Rowan Larkin. Lane 4, Ellen Hayho. Lane 5, Emma Nichols. Lane 6, Georgia Meir. Lane 7, Catherine Sutherland. And lane 8, Alyssa McLean. And it looks like the Coquitlam Sharks have furthered their lead. A wonderful swim by Ellen Hayho. She will hand it over to the third leg swimmer, Alyssa Smith. In second, it looks to be lane number 5, the Port Coquitlam Marlins. And in lane 3, in third place, it's lane 3, the Oak Bay Orcas. The third leg swimmers are as follows. Lane 1, Alexandra Godfrey. Alyssa Pace in lane 2. Lane 3 is Bailey Moore. Lane 4, Alyssa Smith. Lane 5, Angelina Burton. Lane 6, Rachel Brownrigg. Lane 7, Diane McElrath. And in lane 8, Emma Russell. And the Coquitlam Sharks are headed in towards the changeover. They will hand over to the anchor swimmer. They are comfortably in first place. In second place is the Port Coquitlam Marlins. In third place, it's the Oak Bay Orcas. So the anchor swimmers are Ava Johnson in lane 1, Olivia Barber in lane 2, Mackenzie Larkin in lane 3, Claire Howell in lane 4, Kyra Stevenson in lane 5. Lane 6 has Amy Connerton, Grace Lee in lane 7, and Lauren Russell in lane 8. But it looks like the Coquitlam Sharks comfortably will come first in this race. Claire Howell with a wonderful final swim. In second place will be the Port Coquitlam Marlins, and in third place will be the Oak Bay Orcas. And the Coquitlam Sharks win with a time of 1 minute 53.87, about a second over the provincial record. In second place, it's the Port Coquitlam Marlins, and in third place, it is the White Rock Killer Guppies. Congratulations, girls. You should be proud of yourselves. As the pool is now being cleared, we set the lanes for the boys Div 7 200 freestyle relay. In lane 1, the Vancouver Vikings. Lane 2, the White Rock Killer Guppies. Lane 3, the Super Sharks. Lane 4, the Port Coquitlam Marlins. Lane 5, the Dawson Creek Seals. Lane 6, the Nanaimo White Rapids. Lane 7, the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. And in lane 8, the Salt Spring Stingray. We are waiting for the referee's signal. 200-meter freestyle relay, Div 7 boys. Bragging rights and medals on the line in this race. Who will come on top? We're certainly waiting, but that makes the race even better with all the suspense. And here we go. The boys are on the blocks. They are ready to dive off. And let's wait for the referee's second signal and for the starter's beep. In lane 1, it's Ace Choi. In lane 2, Matt Lee. Lane 3, Nathan Ho. In lane 4, Benjamin Nichols. Lane 5, Caleb Harris. Lane 6, Nicholas Tanella. Lane 7, Cassian Chen. And lane 8, Joseph Skulls. And it is very close. The Div 7 freestyle relay always being very close. To my naked eye, it looks like Benjamin Nichols or no, not Benjamin Nichols. Caleb Harris has broken out. However, Ace Choi with a wonderful swim up top. Let's look at the time board to see who turns first. Lane 5, the Dawson Creek Seals turn first. The Vancouver Vikings are second at the turn, and the Port Coquitlam Marlins are third. In the second leg, it's Darius Rat in lane 1, Omar Khan in lane 2, Nathan Tam in lane 3, Graham Dowdle in lane 4, Nova LaFrenz in lane 5, Eric Labas in lane 6. In lane 7 is DJ Sang, and lane 8, it's Austin Bisner. And turning it over, Nathan Tam with a wonderful swim. He puts the Super Sharks in first. In second, it's the Vancouver Vikings from Darius Rat in lane 3. In third place, it's the Port Coquitlam Marlins. The third leg swimmers are Adrian Ng for the Vikings, Matt Raymond Liu in lane 2, Logan Higgs in lane 3, Joshua Kim in lane 4, Tyler McElderly in lane 5, lane 6 has Finn Bodnar, lane 7 has Daniel Kim, and lane 8 has Army St. Gilles. And Logan Higgs looks to be holding on to what Nathan gave him. He's going to hand it over to Kingsley Ma. And in second place at the turn is the Dawson Creek Seals, Joel Harris for them. And in third place is lane 1, the Vancouver Vikings. The anchors for you, in lane 1, Sam Watanabe. In lane 2, Marcus Lang. Lane 3, Kingsley Ma. Lane 6, lane 4, Ethan Dowd. Lane 5, Joel Harris. Lane 6, Cameron Laternis. Lane 7, Leroy Ray. And lane 8, Ryan Burnett. Off of the finish, it looks like Kingsley Ma is holding on. Ma, can he hold on? Kingsley Ma is holding on. The Super Sharks are going to finish first with a time of 1:41.05. Kingsley Ma holding off the challenger in lane 4. That is Ethan Young. Lane 4 is the Port Coquitlam Marlins finishing second. In third place is lane 6 with the Nanaimo White Rapids, Cam Laternis with a wonderful swim. Congratulations Super Sharks for your victory. We now set it over to the girls or women OCAT 8 Div 8 freestyle relay. We set the lanes for you. The Ladner Stingrays in lane 1, the Oak Bay Orcas in lane 2, Kamloops Tsunami in lane 3, Burnaby Barracudas lane 4, Vancouver Vikings lane 5, Coquitlam Sharks lane 6, Cowichan Valley Breakers in lane 7, and the Dawson Creek Seals in lane 8. Provincial record is the time of 1 minute 48.16, set back here in Kamloops 5 years ago by the North Shore Winter Club. And the referee signals his first to get the swimmers onto the block. The second signals here, and we will wait for the start of the game. And we're off onto the race. In lane 1 is Gemma de Fordomare. In lane 2 is Lily Parker. Lane 3 is Kate Vanderbeek. Lane 4, Erin Lawrence. Lane 5, Mackenzie Gunther. Lane 6, Cassidy Gray. Lane 7, Maya Dolan. And lane 8, Tuff Shields. And off of the turn, it looks like lane number 5, Mackenzie Gunther, out with the lead. The Vikings look to be very strong right now. In second place, it looks to be the lane below her, lane 6, the Coquitlam Sharks with Cassidy Gray. But touching first for sure is the Vancouver Vikings. Touching second, the Coquitlam Sharks. Touching third, no doubt, is the Burnaby Barracudas. The second leg swimmers are as follows: Holly Denham in lane 1, Selena Bork in lane 2, Ashley Bagabuyo in lane 3, Sarah Ma in lane 4, Kirsten Gilbert in lane 6, Catherine Matheson in lane 6, Kirsten Gilbert was in lane 5, Natalie Garriock in lane 7, and Hannah McDonald in lane 8. But coming back, the Coquitlam Sharks have overtaken the lead. That is Catherine Matheson. And she will hand it over. She will touch first. The Barracudas will touch second. The Vikings will touch third. So the third leg swimmers for you are as follows: Alexandra Zed in lane 1, Keelan McNeil in lane 2, Claire Bagabuyo in lane 3, Kyra Tamagi in lane 4, Alexandra Kuzas in lane 5, Chloe Nurit in lane 6, Chloe Ann Toran in lane 7, and Adele Bailey. It looks like the Barracudas have now taken over the lead. The Vikings are staying very close to them. The Coquitlam Sharks are in third. Who's going to touch first? Is it the Vikings or the Barracudas? It looks like the Vikings touched first. The Barracudas very close second, separated by 1/10. Third place is the Coquitlam Sharks. So the anchor swimmers are as follows: Samantha Cates in lane 1, Allison Hampton in lane 2, Raina Etcher and Toombs in lane 3, lane 4 is Paige Burgeon, Lauren Caswell in lane 5, Robin Lee in lane 6, lane 7 is Brenna Coogan, and lane 8 is Kendra Hallman. But it looks very close. The Barracudas, the Vikings. The Barracudas, the Vikings. Who's going to come? It's going to come down to the touch. Who gets it? The Barracudas. It's a dead heat. Barracudas and Vikings both tying with a time of 1 minute 50.40. A dead heat in the girls' Div 8 200 freestyle relay. A time of 1 minute 50.40 for both the Barracudas and the Vikings. And coming into third is lane 6, the Coquitlam Sharks. Congratulations, Barracudas and Viking swimmers. 8 of you are going to have to share the top of the podium. And as we clear the pool, we have our final event of the day of this year's 2019 BCSSA Provincial Championships. It is the Splash and Dash Men Div 8 200 Freestyle Relay. We set the lanes for you. In lane 1, the Pirates from Squamish. In lane 2, White Rock Killer Guppies. In lane 3, Penticton Pikes. In lane 4, Surrey Sea Lions. In lane 5, Burnaby Barracudas. In lane 6, the North Shore Winter Club. Lane 7, the Burnaby Mountain Mantas. And lane 8, the Sydney Piranhas. Provincial record is a time of 1 minute and 35.20, set back in 2011. And we're off. In lane 1, it's Mace Haddaman. In lane 2, George Brownrigg. Lane 3, Owen Tithacott. Lane 4, Byron Wang. Lane 5, Rowan Chung. In lane 6, it's Buzz Malander. Lane 7 has Andrew Wanoski. And in lane 8, it's Brendan Cripps. Off the turn, it looks like Buzz Malander is setting the pace, but he's very closely followed by Rowan Chung. But it looks like Buzz is going to be first. He's going to hand it over to Dylan Kemper. NSWC will touch first. For second, it looks like the Barracudas. And in third, it looks to be the Surrey Sea Lions. Second lane swimmers are as follows: Colin Chatfield, lane 1, Greg Lee, lane 2, Simon Paisley in lane 3, Jeremy Felix, lane 4, Mika Lau in lane 5, Ryan Martin in lane 6. Sorry, my apologies, not Ryan Martin, Dylan Kemper in lane 6. Lane 7 is Jordan Pinn, and in lane 8 is Kaylin Miller. And it looks like Dylan Kemper is going to set it in. Is it Dylan Kemper? I'm not sure. It's wearing a Dylan Kemper cap. I assume it is. Dylan Kemper hands it over. NSWC turn first. Second place is the Kudas with Rowan Chung. And in third place, it is the Penticton Pikes. Third leg swimmers are Wyatt Peterson, Ian Siebel, Flynn McNulty, by Alan Wang, Cameron Dixon, Ryan Martin, Derek Shee, and Flynn Kearney-Corns. And off of the turn, it looks like lane 3 has actually taken over the lead. It is lane 3. Penticton Pikes, the NSWC have touched second, and third is the Burnaby Barracudas. So in lane 1, anchor legs, Brian McDonald, Braden Knells in lane 2, Ryan McMillan in lane 3, Jovan Santiago in lane 5, Araya Tehan in lane 5, Richard DeJong in lane 6, and Davis Lee in lane 7, and Ethan Phillips in lane 8. It looks to be very close, but it looks like lane 5 bursting out of middle of nowhere. Araya Tehan, he's going to take lane 5 and the Barracuda to the top of the podium with a time of 1 minute 36.59. Second place will be lane 4, the Surrey Sea Lions, and in lane 3, a wonderful swim jumping up from Div 6, Richard D. Jong, to carry the NSWC to the third place of the podium. So first place is the Barracudas with a time of 1 minute 36.59. Second is the Surrey Sea Lions, a time of 1 minute 39.37. And third place is lane 6, the North Shore Winter Club, with a time of 1 minute 39.83. That concludes our swim for today's Saturday finals at the Canada Games Aquatic Center here at the Tournament Capital Center in Kamloops, British Columbia. It is Ethan Jung, and we are signing off. We'll see you guys tomorrow.